And good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And for all of you guys there today, we have a very, very special person. He's a good friend from everybody. He's a rider. He's a guy who understands everybody because he rides. He is a guy who listens to the riders. And today is one of the big companies we have on the world. Maybe he's going to bring something for us next month, I hope, to going to make like a big mess to the other companies because they have to start moving a little more because that is going to be a bump. That's the day we have here Ernesto from KALY, New York. Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend. How you doing? How's everything? Look at
I'm
this.
good, my friend.
Look at this. Shave.
Hey
I'm
guys, sorry.
fresh. Woo!
That was the first thing I speak with you in private. That you
Ah,
look like
ah.
you
You
look
got
like
it.
sweet.
I
I
I
just want
knew.
to say, I just want to say to everybody today, thank you for coming and see Ernesto. I think he's a fantastic person. Sorry you've been late about 1 minute because we are preparing everything for you guys. First of all, I just want to say to everybody who don't know the websites or something like that. I think everybody knows. I just want to show you here the his homepage uh, is going to be his Instagram, his group in Facebook, the Kelly New York. Then you're going to have lots of videos in Facebook talking about guys, riders who know very well the Kelly boards. I'm going to show it, and of course, we're going to have some videos from Ernesto riding with the guys because Ernesto is a guy who rides a lot with all of you. So, Ernesto, first of all, I know that you tell this many times. Tell me, how do you start? Just very fast. I think you told it that's too many times. But can you tell to the guys who don't know you very well?
All right. Like everything in life, age catches up to you. I used to kiteboard and surf, and here in New York, cold water and then kiteboarding. You do more like just landboarding. Nothing. The knees started hurting, and then I saw the video of a board. I said, okay, I got one of those boards, and after that, everything was history. It was like Neo when you take that red pill. Like, why didn't I just kept doing what I was doing? Because then I would have saved a ton of money. But since I took that red pill and went for the ride, so that was just crazy. And nothing. It just took me like I don't even know how to describe it. Um, I just I just used to feel like that when I was like 16 to 18. I was all in basketball, and I was just waking up 5 in the morning, go practice, go surfing, and that's the thing. What's up, Jeffrey? So it just took my passion, and when when you forget that, and then you see it, it's just a flash, just a flash. It take you back right where you
Oh,
were the
Cedric.
most, where you were the most happy. This is the funny thing about people. To me, it's happiness. I have friends, I have relatives, I have all people that I admire, and they all involved in the life and doing things, and we forget that no matter what, this shit is gonna end up with dying. Simple as this. This is the story. If your mother didn't tell you, I'm sorry to break it to you. We all gonna die. So, so if
Impressive. Nobody knows.
yeah, if your happiness comes from making money, go ahead, do your money because that's your happiness. But when you see your happiness, and I don't have to tell you what's happening, we all seen it at least once, unless you're really unlucky. And if you're really unlucky, I'm so sorry for you. But if not, you've seen that happiness. And sometimes the first time around, we take it for granted. We take
Yeah.
it for granted. And when I saw it the second time was the freaking e-boarding. The moment I got into that, and oh Jesus, this is it, bro. That thing just took my soul. That's all I have to say. It just took me, and I just followed. What else can I do?
And where you started? Was this the first place, my
Oh
friend?
no, no, no! That was the second place. What I
Okay.
started was in my kitchen, destroying my wife's brand new table with a drill press that I bought because this is the thing about e-skates, right? The thing about e-skates is they look simple and everybody think they can do it. It's like, okay, I put it together and that's it. So I did I did my first board. Uh, it was a 6S, I think 4 piece, something like that. Back in the days, nobody wanted to go high voltage. So 6S, I put my mountain board that I had for kiteboarding. I put the motors, I put the thing. I take it for one of those SK8 Hobby King motors, and I go for a ride. Me being me, after 5 minutes, I took it to the baseball field across my place, and I wanted to perform like a crazy board. Of course,
Yeah.
I burned the two motors right away, and then and then I got angry. I'm like, because the moment they burn, I realized I'm like, fuck, I underestimated this thing. Because I was busy, I had my life, I had stuff to do. I didn't have time to put 100% knowledge into that and attention to detail. I was like, okay, the guys in the internet said this worked. I just took it, put it, and I knew the guys from Boosted they didn't have it right because that shit was. I run the numbers on that, and that was like, eh. But
Was
anyhow,
very sad.
the motors got fucked up, and then you get angry because now your pride is hurt. I'm like, I know more than this. But fuck, you know what? We're gonna make this shit work one way or another. And that was,
but you but
yeah,
you started as a fun thing, or was you thinking about making that a business, or you just started like for you?
fuck me, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now, and for all of you, I know everybody already talked to me. Everybody that knows me, everybody that knows me knows that I have a business because it's the only sensible way to bring everybody into this. But believe me, this shit wasn't enough for business in the beginning at all. I got somebody from. I used to post my stuff in the endless sphere first, and then post my stuff after Jason came up with that forum. I remember
Hmm.
the first time we all were in endless sphere. Ask Psycho Tiller. He will tell you on talk boards. Everybody was in that endless sphere, and we're talking. Then Jason come up. Jason always does his fuckery. So he comes up and do this electric cable builders forum. Like, what the
Hmm.
fuck is this? So we like we look at it and like, I signed up, but I never went there because I was like, no, all this stuff I need is here. Because sometimes there was things that you didn't know that you go to the other pages of the guys doing those electric vehicles that you could just, pick their brains. So anyhow, I remember even Michael Spinoza, Michael from Vegas, he
Hmm.
he was there too. So anyhow, we end up going to the forum, Jason's forum, and things started picking up from there, just separated from Endless Sphere, and that was a fun time. That was a fun time. I even I got so sidetracked. I don't even remember where I was when I started there. Yeah.
And I just want to say to all of you guys, first of all, I know Ernesto in person. There is about close to close to three years, and
Oh yeah.
these we are very.
Yeah, that's what's up.
We win this prize, the two of us.
Yeah.
No, we don't win nothing. That was just a joke, and that
That's a
was a
joke.
fantastic
Yeah,
time.
that was
That
fantastic time. We got some beer.
that
I don't
was
know you, but I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
Hmm.
Just drink, my friend. Have fun. You are the only one who came here and having something to drink. Everybody's always scared to show something, and just be yourself and enjoy it. You are like
That's
a normal person.
that's that's all there is. Oh, I knew where I ended up in the endless here. Oh, give me a second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me see.
Yeah.
Who? I'm waiting for this guys from DHL. Give me a second. One
Yeah.
second, one second.
For
I keep
you,
talking.
for you,
So
yeah, for you guys there. If you come here, I just want to say hello to everybody, guys. Thank you for coming, Antonio, the Vimps, Iskate, Cedric, Raul, Skater, Doppel, Tom, Shadow. For everybody, guys, there today we have Ernesto from KALY Boards. If you have some questions, leave there. Later, we're going to try to answer to all you guys. If you have the chance, go to his channel, subscribe, uh, go to his Facebook. There is the group from the KALY, New York. If you like, if you want, subscribe to my channel. My channel is just for interviews and bringing stuff for the community. And of course, just have fun, enjoy it. If you have a friend who like to come here, please just write to me, and I'm very pleased to bring all the riders to the from the community here.
woo, I'm
And we
back.
have Ernesto is back. So,
All
my
right.
friend,
So
first of all,
go yes.
yeah, please.
No, going back to the endless sphere, how I end up in endless sphere.
Mhm.
So this is the business way. So we're going there, we're doing our shit, we're doing crazy stuff. So the fun part was that I started doing my builds. People started liking it, and just post my bills and do my bills. And that was that. A few bills, not even that many. But then I had people started contacting me, like, "Oh, you should. Can you make me a board?" And that was, I think, that was the that was the thing I should have said. No, 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 no. This is just for me, because I was better. It was a nice thing. So then this guy from Germany ended up buying a board from me. He wanted some things. He wanted something custom. He liked what I was doing. So the funny thing was, then that was when I said, okay, maybe there could be a business here. There could be a business here. So um, that's it. This is where we end up.
Yeah, but and the first question is that now that you talk about Europe, what is going to happen to you, my friend? Do you going to have someone? We talk in private about that. Do you going to try to find someone who take care of your business in Europe? Do you going to bring to Europe the KALY, New York?
What is that? It was somebody's question. If I'm gonna take care of that, well, this is the thing.
No,
Look,
if you're going
what
to
happened
try to come and have the company in here in Europe,
in Europe?
because lots of guys want to have your board
Okay,
from Europe.
I need this. This is the thing. I'm a guy's guy, and I know that there's a ton of people here in the community worldwide. I've seen what we got. You know, that seems what we got. So if there's somebody over there in Europe and you're thinking about it, but this is the thing: you need to bring you and your money. If somebody want to partner up, I just don't want your money. If you just bring your money, fuck you and keep it. But I want you and your money, and then we could do something.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I'm already nice. Just three-pointing it from here, from the distance, and doing it. But there's ways how we can implement Europe and have somebody in Europe over there. But I need to see somebody, because this is the thing. I don't have the time to go searching for people.
Yeah. That's
And
why I'm talking to you, because
and
maybe
to
going to be somebody who's going
yeah,
to be
and
interested.
and then to me, I want people who are proactive. If you're waiting for me to tell you what to do, you're already late. Now you need to get your shit together, get your shit done, and then you could run stuff. Europe is up when it comes to KALY NYC. Europe is up for the taking. Not like everybody gonna jump in and email me. Do some shit, and then you have what you've done, what can you do, and then we're doing that. You know. Otherwise, we keep sending boards to Europe via the way we've been doing it so far, and it works. We have a tentative, like with Australia, we have a tentative partnership
Mhm.
maybe. I put my cards on the deck. I want to see from the other group, because I don't tell you what to do, but believe me, you see, there's one thing why I love my accent, my Dominican accent. I just love it, because this is the thing: we as society have, and I bet you get the same because you have the good accent too. People judge you by the way by how articulated you are.
Yeah.
and they downplay it, and you tell them to their face. And the funny thing is, even if you tell them to their face, they still downplay you. And then later, what the fuck? What happened? Like, bro,
Mm.
I told like 10 times. So serious person in Europe that wants to do some fuckery with e-boarding, wants to jump on the train, we up for discussion. We are man of actions. We don't like that many words. We don't have to make 100 contracts with. No. Why you're gonna take care of that shit? You take care of that shit. That's it. And then I tell you how we can do it, and we could do it. It's easy, nice and simple. I just kind of split myself between one side of the pound and another one because I like to ride in a wolf pack, but my wolf pack I like it to be a alpha pack. Everybody's an alpha in something. I don't like to be the alpha because that's just fuckery. I like alpha pack. Like, hi, you're religious. Remember the
Yeah.
Trinity? The Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
The Trinity it works because you got God, you got the Holy Father,
Mm-hmm.
and you got the Holy Spirit, all in one face. But what's
Yeah.
happened? Whenever some fuckery comes, the freaking face that is good at that is gonna change to you and take care of business with you. That's the pack I like. Yeah.
For you, what you want, that for everybody who try to understand what you want a person to love this sport like you love and love Kelly boards like you love, that he represents your company and he take care of your company and he speaks with the riders, he knows what the riders talk, is always present there like you always do, my friend, because you make your lives, you talk with everybody, you explain everything. I think you are the only one in the world who do that, who go to the lives, show your face, and tell to the guys everything. If it's good or if it's bad, you are always there, and you go to the streets with all your brothers, all your friends, with your family. Everybody knows that, and you show the reality, and you show what is your boards. And I think that is, I always speak about that to lots of guys, that Ernesto is a community guy, is
Well,
a guy who
to me,
understands everybody.
this is what people need to understand, right? Simple. I do not sell boards at all. That's not the product. Believe me, when you buy one of my boards, you are not. There's no way you're not buying a board. People think they're buying a board because they haven't sit down. Like I have a bunch of guys. I have maybe like around 40 boards I need to send in the next month. So those guys, I bet you, they don't know what they bought. They think they bought a Kali board. They think they bought XL40. They think they bought an XL 2.0. But to be honest, that's not what you bought. You see, this is the problem. We gotta go to the essence. You bought your summer fun.
Yeah.
That's what you bought. You bought your summer fun. You bought your good times. You bought that experience. You bought that smile on your face. So that's what I sell. You know, boards, dude. I did a bell system, right? 2 in 1. Within 8 months, I switched it to a straight cut gear drive. Within 3 months, I switched it to a fucking helical gear drive when I haven't finished. You see, boards, devices gonna come and go, and we're gonna just run through them and just throw them away because that's not what we after. We after that ride. We after that smile, that rush of energy when it comes to you. And then you have the other guy going to you. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's what you're after. My man. So that is my farm. That's what I sell. Everybody else, you could go with your freaking specs everywhere, and I don't care. That's all good. That's not what we're here. We're here for. We're here to
That
have
is good. I love
fun.
it.
If you want to have fun, if you want to have a community, like, look, how can I put it? You go to my
If
group.
you,
Go
yeah,
to my
my
group
friend.
in the Facebook. We don't get that many injuries. Have you noticed that? Have you
Yeah,
noticed that? Have you noticed that there's not many injuries? You've been injured,
yeah. I've
so
been injured, my friend.
you've been injured.
Very,
You've been so
very bad, huh?
what? Yeah, why the Kali riders don't get that injured?
Yeah, yeah. I was
Maybe
very
they're
bad.
late. Maybe they're lame and shit. What the fuck was going on over there? So you see,
And till today, I cannot explain what was
so
that from an accident.
oh, it's simple. I can explain to you a little bit. So to me, when I ride my boards, I want. How can I put it? when you have a board, let's talk a little bit technical.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a board, it is basically a system. You have the wheels, you have the deck, you have the bushings. How so you need to follow the and let's start by the road. You have the road where you the surface that you're riding on. Then you have the tires. Then you have the trucks. And in the trucks you have the bushings, and then you have the deck, and then you have the rider. So that's the whole system. That's the whole system. And that system is always in movement. It's vibrating all the time. It's vibrating all the time. So when you sit down and see that system, it's like a bridge. You got to analyze it. You've seen those bridges in Discovery Channel go like this. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, that's what a board is. You have 2 points where things are uh, anchored, but
Mm-hmm.
then you need to picture this bridge in an earthquake. Now those 2 points are moving. So now we have a ton of equations for that in civil engineering, how to deal with bridges like that, frequencies of wave and all that. So what you want is your bridge to to behave in a certain way. So now when you design a board and you take this approach and then you use materials that you can actually pinpoint what's going to happen with them, because like when it comes, like why I went synthetic all the way, because I could tell how the material's going to behave. You know, the
Yeah.
wood in boards is good, but to me, it's like the wood car. It's not in the future. It's not even
Mm-hmm.
now. So yeah, because you can repeat things. So now most of the stuff happens because you lose control. So
Yeah.
there is a moment where this whole system that we talk about is stable, and the muscles in your ankle, the muscles in your calf, and the tendons to your ankle can handle that vibration with ease. But then there's another state where the system is unstable, it's chaotic, and that's the the fear speed wobbles, and things just get fucked right there. And people, you see them broken something, nobody saw it coming. So then this was my question: how you go from a stable system to a chaotic system?
Yeah.
Any engineer will tell you that there is a path to the chaos. There's a path to the chaos. Now, all you want to do, if you have how to influence that path to the chaos, is how long the duration, while putting energy into a system, how long the duration will be from stable, on balance, unstable, almost a little bit out of control, and then chaos. So
Mm-hmm.
you have a path. You have like 4 or 5 stages. So if you have a board, and remember the system includes the board, the bushings,
Mm-hmm.
and the riders, muscles and tendons too.
Yeah.
So if I could let you know when at unstable, and I have like let's say now you started at stable and you speeding up, and
Mm-hmm.
then a second and a half later you are reaching unstable, but you see you have a second and a half to back down.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it's time. And then from unstable to chaotic you have around a second and a half more. So the whole system have around 3 seconds to let you know, bitch, back the fuck down. It's different when somebody punches you in the back and you never saw it coming. There's no way to do anything about it. You were going 35 miles per hour and suddenly you don't know where you
My
are.
friend, that what happened to me was the same. I was about,
I
I don't
know,
know,
I know.
30,
I see that.
38, 39, and I don't know, 35, 36. I don't know. What is in kilometers is close to
Oh, no,
60
no, believe me.
kilometers. 60
Yeah.
kilometers is about what? 60 kilometers is about 36, 37
Yeah,
miles per
36,
hour.
37 miles. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So that
that was like, I cannot explain.
of course, because this is the thing. You never seen that. And your subconscious, your body, remember, if you go more than 20 miles per hour, there's no time to think.
Yeah.
If you solve it with your head consciously, you're already halfway in the air. What are you going to do? There's nothing. You're fucked. if you solve the puzzle of what's happening, you're already up in the air, and that's it. So the best design that you could do, aim to make that transition from stable to unstable as long as you can, so the person can feel the thing tweaking a little bit, tweaking a little bit, tweaking a little bit, tweaking. So you keep giving gas, good. So you know it's tweaking, but you're giving it gas. And then after that, you're gonna have around a second and a half more of more tweaking, and you wanna keep giving it gas. So if you fall, you can say you never saw it coming, but also you can adjust your body and train a little bit, because remember, your lower calf and your muscles are included in the system.
Yeah.
Now, you got scared a couple of times, but then later your body see the situation, 1, 2, 4, 5 times, and now you're ready for it. So it doesn't take you like, remember, they sucker punch people from the back, boom, it's a warning.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah, I know, my
So
friend. I know. That was a
somebody
bad
says, what's
situation.
that? Sometimes it's very quick, 3 seconds warning. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. You have your finger there. If you took more than look at this. If you can drive, if you have a car and you're riding at 30 miles per hour on a car, and it took you 3 seconds to know what happened, you shouldn't even be close to a car. So come on, 3 seconds is crazy amount of time to know what happened. To back the fuck down, bro.
Let's go. Let's go here. I just wanted. I see here. Let's do it here. Can I order the T-shirts?
Well, these teachers, it's from my boy. You've seen him.
But in the future, do you going to have it?
We're gonna have it. Of course, we're gonna have it. Oh, we're gonna have t-shirts, and believe me, it's not just that front. Look at this.
Wow!
You see this?
You came prepared today.
We can prepare. We got some stuff. The only thing is, I got my crew. I like to put it down. People who follow me, they see the stuff and they take it. So,
but you're going to just make it like, no, we are talking about the T-shirts. You're just going to make it like special editions, or you are thinking maybe to do like put in your website and having all types of T-shirts.
you know that for the people that have been with me in this journey for so long, the people that have, believe me, I'm in this community. I'm more than blessed that people have. How can I put it? Look, so far, just a guy in the Bronx doing some crazy shit and doing some crazy
Mhm.
projects, and that's what I do. But it's not what I do. This is something uh, that basically it's what the community do with me, because they're the one who enable me to do shit. So they see
Mhm.
the project and they see, okay, we're gonna go for that, and we're gonna help on that. So
Hey,
so
Jason.
so that's the way to go. What's up, Mr. Boston? So we're gonna have some special edition for some Cali crew. We're gonna have some. It's gonna be a package, so don't worry.
Then is like this. You are like a type of person that for you is like your Kelly family. The guys who ride with you is the important persons. Do you want just to have more? Because there is some guys who write to me that they ask me if you're going to have stickers for guys who don't own the Kelly boards. You just have for
Well,
everybody.
we could have stickers. I make some stickers. I send some fucker with my boards. But the main thing is, I would love to put a Cali sticker everywhere, but mainly we will do that in the future, because like right now I have like the XL40 and the 2.0,
Mhm.
and maybe the 50 if we bring it back. That thing is already zip. I don't need to do nothing to that. There's only one more thing we're gonna do, and that's that. So what can I say? Once we get that, then I'm gonna have time for more stuff.
You're going to put
Give me
the
a sec-
50 again?
give me a second, Nelson. I think I didn't close
Yeah.
my freaking door. So
Yeah,
guys,
no problem.
this is a crazy interview.
Yeah, don't worry, my friend. Just enjoy.
Who's
For everybody there, if you have questions to Ernesto, leave it there. We're going to try to answer later. Hello, Mario. How are you, my friend?
What's up, Mario?
For all the guys there, hello, Sergio. Hello, J. Bolson. Hello, Tech. Hello, DJ Stipper. Hello, Skate Fatty. For all the you guys, we are coming close to the close to 45 persons and in a live we are coming to the second one bigger, and I just want for us to come more than 55 persons, then we're going to beat, and the KALY team is going to show that they are very, very big. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, it's going to help us a lot. If you have the chance, please subscribe it. If you don't want, just enjoy it. If you have friends to bring here to the channel, give them names, and I'm very happy to make the interviews till end of June. We are complete, but for September we're going to come back again, and we're going to change, and we're going to make lots of interviews. That is a channel to help the riders, bring the brands who, like today we have here KALY boards from Ernesto, guys who are for the community. If you are
back.
one of the guys, and just
Well, I'm sorry,
subscribe.
guys. That let me tell you something. I'm sorry, guys, that I've been in and out. But the thing is, the XLR motors are coming in today. The freaking guy has it. So, I have to be like going in to check because these DHL people, that I didn't hate that
You are
many
working,
people.
my friend. You are working. You take your time to come to the interview.
I didn't hate people, but now I'm hating DHL. Crazy. So DHL has made my life like and now look, this morning I was supposed to deliver something here, right? They say deliver, and then when I go to check, signed by who? By Basement. Like Basement, really? So now the other guy has my motors, the XLR 63 110 motherfuckers. That's for all of you. So yeah, those motors. That's a big story on that. Let's see when they come in.
So guys, I just want to say for you guys, don't worry, leave your questions. We're going to try to answer for all your questions. We are in the beginning. That is always interesting.
Pick a few questions. Let's go through that. Pick a few questions. Let's go through them.
Oh, we can go for there. Let's start it with something like in the beginning. Let's see what we have here. The first question to Ernesto: if when will first when will the first XL will be ready to shipment? And the first one.
Well, my friend, so far thing has gone good. The only thing we have is this guy. This guy. This is basically one thing that giving me headaches right now because let me see, how can I put this? Because of the curvature.
Give me a second. Give me a second, please. Give me just a second. I want to put it like this.
All right. So we have the curvature, and we try to make this wheel hard because everybody knows I've been having the fatty wheels, and the fatty wheels are awesome. Like the Kenda wheels are awesome, but they awesome for one thing. They are like extra hard construction. They're like 4 plies, but basically like 5 plies of nylon reinforcement inside. So those are really strong wheels, which translate to just one thing that nobody likes. They translate to no punctures. So you don't get flat so many times.
Mm-hmm.
So far these ones, it's Hota Tires. Hota Tires is being legendary by not being. They do what they do and they don't want to do it. They do whatever they do and they don't want to get to the customer what he needs. So I need this stronger but flatter. And it's been
that's what I want to ask you. That is going to be flatter, like
that
in
is
the picture.
It has to be flatter. But the thing is, they've been making so far my life a living headache. But anyhow, like I've been learning from the Chinese one thing. That's where we gotta run. Let's go. Let's pull a Chinese on them. So now I got another manufacturer to put a Chinese on the Chinese guy. You know what I mean? So fuck you. If you want to do your shit, don't worry, we got you. So now we got somebody, and they're already working on the mold for a flatter version, properly made tire. So uh, the XLR is gonna ship out on time, no matter
Hmm.
what. Believe me, because this is the thing. We got some rims that we designed for the guys because now this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some rims. Well, nah, okay. We're gonna do some rims for the XLR. We're gonna have it. We make ship out with the fatty tires, and then we're gonna do also whenever, because they're the first batch of people who get them. Then we're gonna send you the proper XLR tires when we have that thing out of the way, because I don't want safety overall. So the fatty tire, the
Hmm.
meaty, they don't have that big rim that we want, but they're meaty and they have the same diameter. So we could send that ahead because again, we sell it in the summer fund. If we sell you, if we send you the board pristine, but it's gonna take until the end of the summer, then no good.
Yeah.
What we want is we're gonna get you rolling, but at the end of the day, 1 2 months from now, you're gonna get the whole full package. So because believe me, a lot of people could say, "Oh, you're gonna lose money." No, 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 no. I bet there's a ton of guys that are gonna want some refurbished SLR at a discount price.
Oh my God, that is very good. That is
So forget it.
fantastic,
We
my
could.
friend.
So there's a lot of way how to dance this dance. So I'm like, okay, you want to do that? Then oh wait. The good thing is we have somebody already doing it. They're already working on it, and we might not get it in the first week of launch, but we will get it. And whoever bought what he bought, he's gonna get what he bought. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then they have an option. While we get all those things back, and now we have a lot of happy people with some refurbished SLR at a good price. So it's just a math thing. So don't worry about it. Now I see Trevor asking for the decks.
Yeah.
So decks by themselves. Um, to be all
I have
honest,
I have some questions, my friend, for the decks, for the guys who write to me, and I'm going
okay,
to.
okay. Tell me the questions,
Yeah,
and
but
then we'll go from there.
first of all, the people are asking one important thing: do you going to make several types of decks, or you going just to make one universal deck?
Well, so far we have the one deck for the carvers. When I say
Mm-hmm.
the carvers, those are the Edsel 2.0. Those are the Edsel 40s and the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
We have one type of deck for those. Now the XLR is not a. Let's be clear. The XLR is a totally different deck. So the XLR is a totally different deck. So the story of that deck was I actually sat down and I decided, okay, the market wants a bigger board. At the beginning, uh, I neglected the big long wheelbase market because to me, honestly, I was riding in New York City. I need some weaving through traffic, you know, and the big boards, a lot of people, they're just not good for that because sometimes you need to squeeze between the bus and the traffic and the cab, and it's maybe you got millimeters to spare. So you don't need an 18-inch real wide truck. You need something that you can just squeeze through
Yeah.
there. So I stayed there for some time, but then I realized one mistake, mental mistake. Motherfucker, you're not buying your own boards. It's not for you. I built it for me, but it's not for you. So I need to put that out there. People want bigger boards, and then I realize there's a lot of guys who want their bigger boards. So I say, okay, cool. Okay, we're doing that. If we're doing that, then we're gonna do something new. If we're gonna do something new, we're gonna do something new. It's not like I'm gonna take a sticker and put a
It's
new
like
graphic on the top
evolution.
and call it a new board. No, 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 bro. That's your old board, and you just added one piece. No, no. So I'm gonna take a whole new design, and I didn't know what was it. Honestly, I didn't know what was it. I was okay, and it took my brain a long time to digest which way I wanted to go. So That's it. It's a
Do,
brand.
do
Yeah.
how many tests do you make to
Oh
come
no.
to the new deck? How
Oh
many?
no. I didn't make that many tests. That's the fun part. So
Yeah.
this is what I thought, right? So I thought, okay, what is what I like? And then I started going around and trying things. So first thing in my mind, and I bet a lot of people will agree, is the Hero deck. Sweetest, sweetest, comfortable shit to ride. I had a customer, I had a customer that sent he bought one of my boards, and then he took the deck, he changed it, he sent and he put a Hero deck. And then he made a mistake that he wanted to fit something, he sent it to me. I kept the board like 3 weeks because I was just riding here. And like
Mm-hmm.
this thing is so sweet. The only problem is that ride too low. It rides super low, but it's a feather. So I was like, what is in here? This is what the people don't get. What is the unique feature that allows that sweetness there? So
Yeah.
it took me like 3 weeks, but I cracked it. Why was it that I feel so good on the deck? So then that was that. Then I tried. I had a red Denver board with a 44 deck. Another deck that you love. Like once you get one of those Jamie creations, it's just awesome. So I'm riding this board because this is the thing. People think I just ride my board. I don't fucking ride my boards. I know how they feel. I want to ride everybody else's stuff. So I ride this board and I'm still trying to find out where the fuck is the honey. Where is the
Mm-hmm.
sweetness? Because this thing is sweet, but you need to find what is it. And it took me like 2 months, but at the end, I'm like, cool. That is that is the thing. So I'm like, okay, perfect. Now I know something else. You know. Then I wrote another deck, even your boy Floods Motion deck. I went
Mm-hmm.
and wrote it, and then I said, okay, I find what is it's sweet. It's a sweet deck, you know, but it has some good stuff to it. It has some like, okay, I got
Mm-hmm.
this. Uh, the same Lone Star deck. I rolled the same Lone Star deck. I'm like, hey, there's some sweet things here. There's some things I don't want to go here. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So now with all this knowledge, I'm like, okay, perfect. So now, two. Psychotilla, the Chimera deck.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled that thing 2 in the morning. Awesome deck too. So I'm like, now remember when when I ride, like when I get on the deck, I'm looking from the technical point of view. The moment I step over there, ooh, there's something different here. The moment I step over there, there's something different.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked me one time on Instagram because when I push kick with my kids, I have this small tiny deck. Small tiny deck. Everybody, why your deck is so small? It keeps you nimble, it keeps you honest. You can't just lean in one technique or another, and it allows you to keep your limits clear. This thing will not let you to drift too far, keep you honest how far, so you know what rider you are. And then when you get on another deck and then you step over here and you kind of relax, and you will find something right away. You will find it, and then you're like, okay, now it takes a long time to figure out what is it. That's the fun part. That's what I found out. It takes some part. What is it that make it so special? And I've talked to some of the builders, and believe me, sometimes they don't even know what it makes their own deck so special, because
Yeah.
mainly they do something and they don't want to be seen writing something else, and they write their own shit, and now you just eating your own stuff, and that's not what you want to do. You want to
Mm-hmm.
see what's out there in the world. So once I go over there, then I come back with all that, and I have all this fuckery in my head. I said a ton of shit,
and
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 now
and you start to work. Boom, 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 boom. Ideas,
not even
ideas,
no,
ideas.
no this idea. No, when I go like that, I let it go, because something that you need to understand. We've been trained to think that our consciousness is our main attention, what we call the ego. The psychology will call that system one. System one is the one that pays attention. But right now you're sitting there Right now, your body knows that you're sitting comfortable. Your body's telling you the temperature. Your body's telling you how much lights are you, but you're not thinking about none of this shit. Guess what? That's your consciousness too. That system doesn't stop working. You know, if you have a pain, it will tell you you have a pain. If the light it's dark, it will tell you the light is dark, but you don't even pay attention to those. So I let my system two take over and just think a lot of bullshit. I just go through all that bullshit. And
Yeah.
then maybe one day I will wake up and I'm like, you know what? I kind of have an idea, but then there's one problem. You still need to look like Kali.
Yeah.
And that was the big headache. But to be honest, once I finished the whole thing and I wanted the outline of the Kali, really clear on the deck, I didn't even knew it was gonna look so good. I had an idea, and then boom, like what the fuck? I'm like, whoa, yeah. I didn't even knew. To me, I had an idea how it needed to look. I even gave it different angles because everybody's in the angle, back and forward. But then when I put it and I cut it, because this is the way I like to model stuff, right?
Mhm.
A lot of people like to sculpt it, building it like a sculpture. I don't like to do that. I like to go to the geometry of where you're going to put your foot on. And I
Mhm.
work on that surface. And once I have that surface with all the features that I picked up from everybody and all the things that I could get, all that knowledge, because believe me, what I like about our community is that we are one of the biggest R&D department. So instead of, if I see you doing something, I'm not gonna do that shit. You're already working on it. Why should I spend resources on that? So I'll let you work, and I work on mine, and then we bring it in together. You know,
Yeah,
everybody,
that's
yeah, anyone in the world that says that that's not what the ESK pirates are doing, they're wrong. That's what everybody's doing. So to
I'm
me, it's
going to
like
tell you
okay, hmm?
for me this year's I know that there's lots of guys there doing things, but I always tell something very nice, and I think this way. That is my. I love two guys in this world very much. One of you is you, and the second one is Jens from Atox, because the
Oh
two of
yeah,
you are so creative,
hands down to
and
that guy. That's a
and
dude
uh,
right there.
and it's the two of you are the community guys. I ride with him, I ride with you, I see lots of videos with you riding, I see the last video riding with your family and without no motors pushing. And
Oh
that is
yeah.
for me, I think that is the most important thing, is pushing. That way you're going to show that you know how to ride, because riding electric is very easy for everybody. You think, oh, I'm a rider, but
Yeah, they think it until it's not, and then you fuck. This is the first thing, some things you say, I'm a poet. Okay, you could say I'm a poet for 1,000 years, and then suddenly you need to say poetry, and you say your shitty poetry, and it's okay. You think you could write because you've been accelerating and braking, and then it's alright. But then one day you go with the limit. And bro, by the time you realize what's happening, you're halfway to your doom, and life makes it worse because life puts it in slow motion.
Mhm.
So you're going to get fucked. You're like, this is good. Look, check this out, check this out, check this out. I had one of those moments. So I was in Montreal with Charles, that's Blasto from the forum, and Johnny
Mhm.
Medusa. And
Mhm.
we're in Montreal. That's way back in the Raptor days when the Raptor 2 was coming out and all that. So I take one of my boards and I broke a belt. So I'm riding with one belt. Anyway, behind Blasto's house, Charles, there's a path, bike path, I remember. And we're going over there in the nighttime, really, really already like midnight. And there's this guy, C Paul, that was riding with us, and he has one of those long hair boards and the witch blade, and we riding like crazy, and this guy keeps riding, and he's in front of me, and I want to show up what's up, and I just go woo, and I pick up speed with that motor because it's taking me some time to pick up speed because you have one motor, and then I just pass the guy and keep going, and I just pass then Johnny Medusa, and I just pass then Charles, and I just keep going. And they like, wait! In
Mm.
my mind, I think I'm doing the shit because I'm going ahead. I didn't realize they tried to wave me that the freaking bike path end up in the wall. So, bro, when I realized that this thing is a wall, I'm hitting the brakes and I just hear that belt. And these motherfuckers are, bro, for my life. Look, I was lucky enough that the thing slowed down enough that at the last minute I was able to roll a little bit and not smash myself into that wall and would have been that because I was doing easily 30 something to a freaking wall. And that's what happens when you get too happy on these things or you want to overdo it and go do some macho shit. It's just no
Yeah,
good.
that's
Yeah,
not good, my friend. And then we
yeah.
go here to Raul. He has the questions about the voltage
It's
and
spin 10.
yeah.
Okay, Matt Bolt is 80. How can you handle 20S84? Some components inside. Basically, Raul, Mr. John is designing a new ESC. It's simple. This this is the thing. It's a new ESC. It's a new ESC. It's simple as that. This is in my time dealing with companies and dealing with suppliers and dealing with DIYers, I realized one thing. I look the emotion that I have into other people. If they have the same vibe, this guy is doing shit. This guy is doing shit. He's not doing a business. He's doing some shit. He's doing some shit. He's doing it. So
Hmm.
that's the guy I follow. Because everyone, look, all these guys that see an opportunity, you know how many money grabbing schemes do I get via email of people telling me, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. So you see, so
Later this question.
yeah, so that is no good. So to me, this guy is doing some shit, and he took an approach that it was different. I won't say which approach is because it's a technical
Hmm.
thing. If
Hmm.
you guys haven't figured it out, I'm not going to tell you what it is. And I love that he took that approach. And the moment I realized that he took that approach, like, why didn't I saw this thing in the same way? I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me hit this guy and see what's up. So that's it. It's a brand new ESC. Simple as that.
And for you, my friend, I know there is questions here, but I have my questions that I need to from you to answer because it's very important for
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah, yeah,
community.
yeah. Tell me the question. Tell me the question.
It's like this, my friend. Before you started using lots of things for other guys, today you have a board that is everything from Kelly. You are everything is your ideas. What is for you as now that you see that you are in a shift that is your shift, you don't need to wait for the products from the other guys like we see today. You're bored. Everything here is your idea. Everything is your production. Everything is yours. Uh, is that not better for you?
That's a good recipe to eat some shit. This is the problem. So now, this is the thing, I sit down mostly with my Fusion 360. I try to, you know, the biggest problem a man can have, it's one simple thing, freedom. People think freedom is a good thing. Like, oh my God, this is so nice. No, 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 no. You got freedom to do it right. You got freedom to do whatever you want, and you got freedom to make mistakes as you see please. So, it's always a grinding because it's always a grinding what to do. And then there's the other part. There's the part of the suppliers. Suppliers, I get motivated because it's a carrot and a stick. So I'm like, okay, we put together this and we got this amount to do that. Can you do it? And a lot of them say, yes, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it 100%. And then what's going to happen? Then the excuses come. But then to me, I learned my lesson. No, 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 no. Let me show me the money first. Show me what you can do. And then I'm going to go back and show you the what. Otherwise, there's no fucking money until you bring your shit. So that's been frustrating. Frustrating, bro, frustrating. And it's just hard because the way I structure my stuff was, I'm not so good dealing with people. I'm good talking one-on-one. I'm good that, but me and the stupidity, we have a problem. Like problem, like problem to
That
start
is
with.
that is our that is where we came from, my friend. That is
Yeah,
sometimes it's like explosion.
yeah. So
Like,
so that I can take. And then when I see the when I see some suppliers trying to be stupid, I'm like, bro, really? You wanna snatch $1,000 now? When if you do your work and it's not gonna be that hard, you could get 40,000. Really,
yeah,
bro? Really? Really? Like, damn, bro. Then that to me, that
yeah.
just that's it. Now I cannot deal with that person anymore. Like, bro, like I don't mind somebody stealing from me. 100%. I don't mind.
No, I
But there's
mind.
but there's one condition. You
I
need to
hate that.
hide. No, no, no. You need to hide it. You need to
Yeah,
hide it.
my friend.
If you hide it, then how you gonna hide it? Because I'm taking your numbers. So you're gonna have to produce 10 times more to
No,
produce the
Ernest.
same. No, no, I'm
No.
telling you, no, no, believe me. No, I get you in your point, but in my point is this, right?
Yes,
If
okay.
if you can produce, if you can
Hmm.
produce and cover it up with production, I'm gonna look at you and say, okay, cool. Meanwhile, I have time now to start looking for somebody else. You know what I mean? That's the way it
Yeah.
goes. So, but then people that want to snatch, $1,000 and then do nothing, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, really? Get the fuck out of here. No good, no good, no good. Yeah.
But for me, my friend, I'm like I love what you are doing because you started one way. Today you have your company, you do everything. I think what you change this board is like you is like a 360 change from you, and you see like a big machine. You see that you
Well,
that is a big machine, my friend. That
that
is
well, let me. I Give me a second. I thought I was
that
gonna show you some things, but I'm gonna show you something. So
for
this
everybody
is
there. I just want to say hello to everybody. Mike, Michael, Ben, how are you, my friend? I hope that everything is good with you. And guys, if you have some questions to Kelly, please leave it there.
so look at
Give me
this.
a
Put it
second.
put it in the full screen so we could have the
Yeah,
whole thing. Let's see if I can this thing here. Let me see which way. Yeah, we're
yeah.
gonna.
Let me see it like this. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So this you got to look. So this is the 2.0 deck,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the PCV of the body of the. You put it there. Let me see. Can I put it there? You see, it's the size of the deck. It's the size of the deck, basically, the whole thing. So that just that. That's a PCB of the battery, and that is everything. Why this camera
My
goes the
God,
other way? So that's what we have. So
you
it's
have to
just
go in the other direction always.
yeah, it's just nuts. And and nothing, for all the flexing stuff, we can just flex it like this.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is
So
fantastic, my friend.
let me see. That's what you want to do. You want to do
Yeah.
things that, when guys get it, that's it. And now we're gonna put a ton of VT batteries to this and make it fun. And make it fun.
I'm very happy for you, my friend. Believe it. I'm very, very
Yeah.
happy. I know that you work a lot to come to this
Oof.
point. I know that was very difficult times for you to come to this point, and today you are Kelly board. Today that is a Kelly board.
Oh
That is
well.
not. That is
How
not
can I put
anymore.
it? Let me tell you this. To me, there was something that happened to me. Something that happened to me. I started working this as a passion. I started working this with let's not mention names to anybody, with some people in the
Hmm.
UK. And I started working with them because back in the days, if everybody remember, there was a statement in the website that say, if you're an inventor, if you are this, come with us and we're gonna work with you. I remember that everybody's been here long enough know that I was there. That was that was the ethos of that company. We're gonna, if you're an inventor, bring your stuff to us and we work with you. That was there. That to me, I took it at heart. Like, fuck, finally, whoop, jump that way, jump that boat. And then something happened in the middle. I don't know what was it. I was doing the electric. I remember talking to them. I'm doing it on their mounted battery, and they're like, no, 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 it can't be done. It cannot be done. That thing is never gonna work. But I've been riding this thing for 4 months already. What the fuck is telling me it cannot be run? So I'm like, okay, but something happened when they went electric. That there was a period there of maybe 5 months that there was no much liquidity, not much cash, and everything was all right. But
Que la
then,
plata estaba, que la platita.
yeah, but then this thing was good. Then the liquidity was there. I imagine that there was some injection of cash or something in there, and whoever put the cash in changed the ethos of those guys and said, no, everything in house. And to me, then remember, Jensen was working with them, cut out. OKP was working with them, remember, with unique boards, cut out of the blue. Me, I didn't even receive an email of why, just cut out of the blue. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Anyhow, um, I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, this is different. But then it dawned to me that I have freedom now to do whatever the fuck it is I wanna do. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh bro, you had a good designer working for you for free. You have three good designers working for you for free and put you in the map. Because remember, the electric scene was uh, um, the land surf. That was what most people was using. Remember when Genso came in with his video, doing some
Mhm,
carbon with his trampa shit? That's when things started picking up. When Genso started doing high end CNC
mhm.
for those boards, that's when they actually everybody look and say, okay, we want to use this. And then
Yeah.
OKP with Unique came in and he put some flair into it in Paris there. And that was when, you know, he got a peak. And then after that, I came in with my stuff. And then once that things start bubbling, everybody just cut out of the blue, out of the loop. Okay. So I was like, you know what? Once I sat down, I cried a little bit. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. This is the best thing could happen. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from zero. Let's just think about all this and let's just do this thing. And then that's the best thing that could ever happen. So that
Hello?
is just awesome because now we could do whatever the fuck we want. And that's it.
Mhm. And there is another question here, my friend. It's more colors coming in the future.
Well, the colors have a problem. Managing inventory of this stuff, it's really hard because the boards are super expensive, not because I want to make a ton of money, but because all the parts are super expensive because only we do the best quality. So when we stock all those different colors, it becomes a nightmare for us because sometimes like people don't like the red, sometimes people don't like the gold, and you know, and then now what I'm thinking is doing this. The rolling is
Hmm. I cannot listen to you.
is gonna be black.
Okay.
So trucks black, undercarriage is now carbon fiber for the XL40, black for the 2.0, and the deck, and then we're gonna change just the rims, just the rims. I think the XL40 is the one that has it. So you see, like that, we're just gonna change the rim colors. I think that's the best way for now, since we don't have $200,000 to stock a lot of stuff. So so we could have a rolling chassis of black, and then everybody just change the rim colors
How do you came with the idea from the wings in your deck?
from from the wings of my deck. Okay, um, let's start from the beginning. We were riding the HS11 deck from Trampa boards. Remember that was
Hmm.
my
Hmm.
basic build back in the day.
Hmm.
There was always a problem when you're taking a tight curve. Like in New York City, sometimes you need to take a curve 25 miles per hour because some freaking
Hmm.
driver decided that he wanted to run you over. So you need to make that turn. Everybody who has done a turn in one of those flat decks, they know what I'm talking about. It's sketchy as fuck. So there was only one thing to do: experiment. let's give it a try. Let's see what's up. And then we came up with the angles.
Yeah, that was a
We came
perfect
up
thing,
with
my
the
friend.
angles, and it was, and then I wanted it to be more aggressive. And you remember Matt, Big Matt,
Mm-hmm.
the guy with the
Mm-hmm.
fucking eyes, brolic as fuck.
Yeah.
So he he liked that the first one that I did. It was super aggressive. Remember that I
Mm-hmm.
had this racing concave. So,
Mm-hmm.
but then when I gave it to all the rest of the other guys, there was a problem. Everybody their calf was hurting
Mm-hmm.
because again they don't have those muscles, those stabilizer muscles, strong enough. So I decided to slow it down a little bit, and that's how we end up there. So that's how we end up on those wings. And then for the outline, everybody could look to my bodega board. That's my push
Mm-hmm.
board. That's been the outline of my push board forever. So we just, you need to see the good where it is good. That thing has a good thing. Oh, you know what? I love this. If I put it here and I mix it, boom, that's it.
Yeah. Then I have another question here. I don't know if you can answer or not. That is of the new lights. How is going to be the new lights? Because
Give me a
if you
second.
can show it on, yeah.
Ah, oh, what? Things are dropping. Things are dropping. So
Let me change, my friend.
the new lights are already done. The whole
That is
thing.
that comes in inclusion together in the trucks, because
It
in the
comes in
picture
a
you.
truck. Yeah, it comes in a truck. But this is the thing. These are 2,000 lumens,
Mm-hmm.
1,000 each one, and
Mm-hmm.
then we have. I thought about putting a removable connector, but I decided to go with this one that's so
Mm-hmm.
slim. Because
Mm-hmm.
remember, to me, it has to work good, but it has to look good. I don't like that big bulky thing. I
That
actually
means
bought.
you. That means you
Huh?
have 4,000. You have 4,000
You
million
got
in.
4,000 lumens. Another
Yeah.
thing is we have. Let me see. Give me a second because I got a bunch of stuff over here.
Yeah.
So you remember these guys? These were
Yes.
the Picatinny rails. So what we
Mm-hmm.
did was we made a base for this guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, but it swivels. You can't actually align.
Oh,
It
you.
could be down and up,
Oh.
and then I have those coming next week. And then you could squeeze it on the side, and it will
Mm-hmm.
fit there. And that's
Oh,
it.
that
That
is
way you could
perfect.
set up your light anywhere you want it. So
Mm-hmm.
I may gonna do someone for MBS, but you
Mm-hmm.
have aluminum grade, military grade aluminum with a rail on a light that is here. That
Yeah.
thing is that
That's
thing is just aluminum,
yeah.
and then we're gonna be able to swivel up,
Yeah.
up and
That is
down,
perfect,
up
my
and
friend.
down,
That is.
and not something plastic, something aluminum, military grade. Because if you crash,
That
what are you gonna
is.
do?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
friend. I know that.
And
I
this is
know.
gonna be powered from the board. And I'm making some kits with some step down converters that people that have those unities on their
Mm-hmm.
ESCs as
Mm-hmm.
USCs, they will be able just to plug in and
Mm-hmm.
go. That's it. I don't want people
And
soldering
with
on nothing.
the light in the back, what
The
is going to be
the
in a battery, or is
the
going to be?
inner battery, and we're gonna have those ones for sale too because I found a way how to put it to work from the ESC. So on that UART port, we have a 3.3 volts output, and we have a ground right from there. So I'm doing a connector for everybody who has a unit or whatever they have that they could power their backlight directly from the ESC. Doesn't matter which brand of ESC. So
Mhm.
that is coming too.
And do you going to sell just the lights from the back extra if somebody wants to buy it, or the
Uh,
front too?
what I'm gonna make, I wanna make a kit so far that people could
For front
buy
and
the
back?
front and back. I have
That will be fantastic.
my trusted
You
MBS
give
truck,
me give me.
Matrix 2 truck, in order to
Uh,
make a
mhm,
clamp here, so you could
mhm,
have front lights. You could buy one or you could buy two, and then
mhm.
back lights, and it will be everything plug and play that you just plug into the back.
Okay, and the lights that you're going to put in the back, that is going to make like a sensor for the brakes, or you just or that
Well,
is
right now in this first implementation, we're gonna have just the lights on
okay.
because it's everything. You have to be an evolution. The ESC that's been designed, it's already have the
Mm-hmm,
brake light implementation. Even the current Spinton ESC has already brake lights implemented in it. So
mm-hmm,
my whole thing has been try to get this relationship going on with the people that build that horizontal batteries, because my whole thing is this. Um, I don't like to use two lights on the back for one simple reason. They need
mm-hmm,
to go too high, and then these boards are so big that you won't be able to flip the board
mm-hmm,
upside down and push it. And sometimes when you get to places while you're riding, you want to go take a beer, you have your gear, you have your helmet, you got too much bullshit. So you need to be able to grab your board by the front trucks, wheel it out any way you can. And that includes upside down. Like everybody who you will use one of my boards know, there's a lot of clearance.
mm-hmm,
So now the lights cannot interfere with that. That's a
mm-hmm.
no-no. So that's why I'm using that light.
Then I have another question from that is a question from me too, but from other guys. Do you going to sell the first of all? Do you going to sell the wheels, the 20 to 210 75 millimeters? Yes or no, as a kit?
Yes. So this is what we're
X.
working. What we want is this big hole
Yeah.
and a lot of meat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? A lot of
Yeah, I
meat
know what you mean.
and
Yeah,
a big hole. So that way we could
because the
that way we could go fancy on rims. That way we could do something nice. Something nice. You don't even have to be fancy. Just by the fact that it's bigger, it has more. It, whoever is an artist, you understand. It gives more presence to the thing and
it's not
performance.
and presence, and you give you more stability in the road because you're going to be more down, and you're going to have a flat tire. Then you're going to be more. You have more contact with the road. That is going
You
to be better for all of us.
you will get more. There's another thing well, you haven't used the big 75 tires. So these are the big
Hmm.
75 tires bring to the road. When you go riding, you have 1 inch and you have 2 inches crack,
Hmm.
but you don't have 3 inches crack because those cause trouble to the cars and they come and fix those. So with a big 3 inch wide tire, you rolling through those, and
Hmm.
that feels way smoother. So whenever you're riding uh, over Cloverstone, those big bricks they used to use before for the roads, you could carve on those with a big fatty tires. You could carve
Yeah,
on Cloverstone, boom, 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 boom. So that's the whole thing.
yeah, and that is another question that I want. I have to put here for lots of guys. Maybe they don't know when you have like another type of oops, like 50 millimeters. They can they put it your wheel of the 75? No.
What is it? What are they gonna have? Can you
If you
repeat
have
that one?
if you have like a tramper hull hoops hubs.
Well, let me tell you what is the issue, right? Um, this is the thing. We all going. The wheels are too small. Let's start
Yeah.
there. When you're
Hmm.
picking up speed, you know, speed is directly proportional to your revolutions per minute.
Hmm.
And your revolutions per minute with speed are related by the
Hmm.
diameter of your wheel.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
the bigger the diameter, the less revolution per minute, and then the safer the thing runs. But we're running
Hmm.
on the small wheels, super small, 8 inch. That's just crazy. These wheels need to go 35, to go 40 miles per hour. This thing needs to go 4,000 RPMs.
Hmm.
So now this is where durability comes into place. When you have a hub that is assembled from multiple parts, for all those parts fixed together, there's need to be a little play between where the parts match.
Hmm.
A little bit of play so you could put one part inside of the other. So that is called tolerance. How
Hmm.
much play you have in the tolerance. So you have a center hub then you have that little spider thing, then you have the plastic hubs, and then you have the screws. So all those steps are more tolerances that you're introducing. And now there's something called accumulation of tolerance. And that thing can wreak havoc when you're spinning something so fast and you see things going. But the thing is, there's a difference if the rubber is going like this, but it's a solid aluminum piece, you ain't going anywhere. And there is a difference when the things run like this, and then you are attached to a multiple of things together. So the wear and tear between those parts, it's too dangerous. And to me, it will be able to fit. Don't get me wrong. We got flavors for everybody. We got the fatty tires. Let me show you this. 1, 2, 3. So we got
Hey,
the
guys, thank you for coming. And please, if you have questions to Ernesto, please leave it in the comments, and we're going to try to answer for all of you guys. Please, my
So
friend.
you see, we got these fatty tires. They fit the trampa hubs. They fit the normal 4 inches hub that we all use. Then we got this one. They fit. They don't want to fit those.
That's why my question.
And then we have this too.
Yeah, what is that? What is that? What is that?
But look at the fun part. The wheels are almost the same diameter. You see, this is the fun part. These wheels are almost the same diameter. You see, when I put them upside down, but they just. So
what tire is this one, my friend?
These are Csd Tires. We're working with them to. They still 15. We haven't get it, but we got a lot of stuff coming out. Don't worry. We're gonna have a lot of fancy for everybody.
I catch you a little. Okay. I was like, my eyes was like,
But look, the good thing about those wheels, you see, let me put the fatty in the front so you can see how they go. So that's a 8-inch by 2.
I don't like it.
You see, it's basically the same size. They just a little bit bigger. And now this is the one we're gonna be using, the XL-R, and then there's another one that we're playing with. So
yeah, but it's good.
I tell you, just with the diameter of the rim, everything changes. The look changes, the feel change, everything. So
I think you're going to sell it a lot for the guys who racing, my friend. I know the guys from SRB team. They are doing in LA lots of rides. That's for movie. They're going to love these wheels. What you have there.
Well, we have some. I know what they're gonna love, because this has been the issue with racing. Everybody's using the design of the motors, where you have the motor can, the cylinder, and then you have the cylinder like this of the motor, right?
Yeah.
And then you have just one thing in the middle holding that together.
Yes.
And then, okay, Maytag introduced the bearing here, right? But for them to put that bearing, they call the stator. So a stator of a 6396, it is smaller of a 6385.
Yeah.
So basically, for those who doesn't know, stator is the motor. Nothing else matters. Stator and winding. That's it. That's the motor. Everything is there just to hold those things in place. That's the actual motor. So the bigger that thing is, it doesn't matter what else you have attached to it. The bigger that thing is, that's the power. So that's why I'm so excited about those 63-110, because we have a stator of a. Let me see. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Disappearing into the thing. Let me see. Okay. Here we go. Let me see if I can. So we got this bad boy. It's like a freaking Coca-Cola can. We got this bad boy with bearings now. With bearings over here.
Inside. Yeah.
So now we have bearings there. We're gonna. That's what. This is a test unit that I got, but now we got bearings here, and we got the full length of the stator. So I could measure. Well, we're not gonna do a dick measuring contest here. It's all right. Yeah. So that's what we got.
Then I have my friend, the oops what you are doing now, the new ones, is going to fit in all Kellys.
Of course not. That thing is too long. That's 110. You don't even have the space to put it in there. But we
But
got
you have to ask
some.
my friend,
No,
because I
we
know
got
there's
some.
lots of
No,
guys.
no, 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 no. We
Mhm,
got
yeah.
we got another one for those boards too. Don't worry about it. They fit too.
Mm,
Though this is the thing, right? About all the crazy shit I have done, the community has support me to do those crazy shit. So
mhm,
the least thing I could do is take my fucking time to make sure that whenever we have something new, we bring you along. Like I
mhm,
don't want to sell you parts. That's not what I'm here for. I want to sell you
mhm.
fun. And I want you, whenever there's something new, whenever there's a new upgrade, you can always go without having to purchase, spending $3,000 in a board. You know how much money is that? Fucking
Yeah,
$3,000. That's a lot of money. No, I don't want you to buy me a new board every time. I want you to say, okay, you know what? We could take $200 and I got my boards up to date. So that's why
yeah.
on the XL40, I've been always polishing that design. We got this new. We got this new. We got this new. I never said we got a new board. That's when I started with a 2.0 and I managed to squeeze the 40 or the 50 into the 2.0 frame. I went with that. A lot of companies, a lot of people will say, let's do a new board. Fuck that. No, these motherfuckers helped me. So the least I could do is give the option, bro. Don't spend $3,000 again. Spend 300, 400, and jump right in, and you are up again to the top level. That's my whole point. So uh, with these motors, I have a version of more power than the 6396 that's coming on, but fucking DHL guy doesn't arrive. He's somewhere over there with my stuff. And we're gonna have those two in order to
Mhm.
squeeze more power. More
That's
power.
why I make that's why I make it this question, because that's the way everybody, you're going to share the information for all of you. That's why I make it this question. This way, you guys are going to know that it's going to be something for all of you. Just wait, it's going to bring lots of things for you guys. And I have another question that is very interesting. You speak in the beginning. Do you going to update the XL 50 or not?
Well,
You talk
I
in the
mean,
beginning about.
no, no, no. I know. I'm in a love hate with the
Hmm.
XL50. Like let's talk with all honesty, right?
Hmm.
To me, for I like percentages. So even if you have a board, okay, let's go to the unicycle guy. They have a
Hmm.
100 volt, 80-mile unicycle. Could
Hmm.
go crazy. Fucking thing weighs like around 60 pounds. I don't know how many pounds it weighs, but the theme is the same. Only 1 or 2% of the time you're gonna use that to its max potential. Maybe
Hmm.
1 or 2%, or maybe less. You're not gonna be riding so many miles. So to me, they're practical when it comes to the use of the board, when it comes to what you do with the board once you get to where you're going,
Hmm.
then how you maneuver the board when you are not on the board, when you have to deal with this monster around. So
Hmm.
to me, the sweet spot is the XL40. Sweet.
Okay.
It's not big, it's not small, it could handle 400 pounds. It's just the sweet spot if you want to use a board for all purpose. You can have your fun, you could eat your cake. What the fuck? I have even cold checking in the bar here in New York. Just cold checking. Give me my ticket, put it in there. You see, it is in that spot. Everything bigger than that, people look and say, nah, 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 you're not putting this in here. You're taking them with you. So now you're in your friends, you're in this nice bar that you want to go outside, and now you need to keep an eye on your board that is all the way over there, and you don't know what to do. So that is a pain in the ass. So to me, the 50 was a little bit of an overkill, and I was like, okay. So I took it down a notch,
Hmm.
but I have a meets. I don't know. It's like a child. I send the child to fucking a gulag over there in Russia to be in jail, and I'm thinking about it. I have made. I don't know. Something might be done with it, but
Okay.
it's not clear. It's in the background. In that other system I
Hmm.
told you, system 2, is always
Hmm.
over there doing crazy shit. So that's where it is. It's in limbo right now.
Then let's go for a question here. Is from Tom. Was you scared to charge the price of the boards, and was it easy for you when you came to the idea with the new board because of the different price, or
Well,
because
that's, bro. Go to Jay Boston video a long time ago and check what I said. Don't get into, if you don't have the money, don't get into this. Simple as, I'm sorry for you. Just don't get it. Just buy a meeple. I'm sorry, dude. It's not fuckery. It's not nothing. The amount of money that it goes into this fucking thing is just ridiculous. Look at this. Look at this. I I love, this is the type of person that I love, right?
okay,
I
okay.
I I I, I love a guy who's
Oh,
mechanically
and that's
inclined.
you are the
No,
best.
no,
You are
no,
the
no.
best.
Let me tell you this. Let me describe this guy for you. Look, there's a
It's
type
okay.
of people.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
There is a type of person that is mechanically inclined. They can get shit done. But they had the same problem I had at the beginning. I could get shit done, but I didn't take it seriously. So they say, okay, I want this board. I want to make it for less. Ooh, big mistake. Big mistakes. And then they start buying parts here and buy this and buy that. And bro, there's something in the middle of that
Oh man.
mental thing. It clicks. And they started with one project and suddenly they have two projects. Have you seen those guys, Nelson? They started with one project, now they have two. So
You are
now
killing me, man.
it was $3,000. Now, remember this, they haven't finished the first project. They
Yeah.
are they have $3,000 in part for one project that's still not working, and now because it was cheaper, now they have parts for another 3,000 project that is not working still. So you know, there's no fear in this. To me, it's simple. I needed to build something. I wanted to build that. I didn't need it to build it. Believe me, I didn't
Hmm.
need it to build it.
Hmm.
But I see that the market out there wants it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you want it. And then I have a challenge in my hand. And that's my fucking problem. When I have a challenge, like, here we go again.
Let's do it.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, listen to me. The S40 is what it needs to be. That's it. That's a product I just repeat, 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 repeat. And then
Hmm.
when I just finish, even before I started to repeat, 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 I get introduced to this. I'm like, fuck. So we could go this way? I'm like, damn, this is the easy path. I'm like, fuck that. And then we're going. And that's where we are right now. I may be
Yeah.
getting an ulcer, but
Not old, my friend.
it's
I
same.
love. I love to have. I think you have brutally a change for one way that everybody in a day you put that out. You don't know how was the media. You don't know how many guys write to me and I say, bah, that is like you listen from Lacroix, and then at one moment that the Lacroix nobody listen no more, and it was just speaking about
Well,
Kelly, and you was like, because everything you change everything, my friend. If you see, I know that everybody see it, but if you come here, my friend, you see that is
well,
the
to
first
me,
one I see was that
this is
everything.
this is the way it's always been with me, right? I'm not a competitor at all. I don't consider anybody my competition. I don't compete. That's
Hmm.
something that we need to see as humans. There's no need to compete. I'm a doer. I'm doing some shit. So now, if you are in the way of what I wanted to do, reasons call that I need to go through you, over you, around
Hmm.
you. So
Uh-huh.
I do what it needs to be done. But there's no there's no like competition or try to cut anybody. Look, if you go to my Instagram back a
Hmm.
few
Hmm.
years, the first one in the US that posted about lacrosse was me. in my
Hmm.
Instagram. You could go, anybody could go there and search. Even
Yeah.
before they had an Instagram, I posted. You know what? Because at the beginning was a crazy guy from New York doing some big boards. A crazy guy by itself is just a crazy guy doing some big boards. And suddenly, Alex hit me up, sent me an email. Uh, my respect level went crazy over the roof of this guy. He came up and he said, "Brother, I've seen this, and that. I feel passionate about this. I want to do something, and this is what I want to do." I'm like, okay, having in mind that, remember, he was my customer before, so I got introduced to the high end of the pool, deep end of the pool on that. Perfect, but a lot of respect. So anyhow, so now there's two crazy guys. There's not just one, there's two. So now we are a market. We're not just like one crazy guy, there's two crazy guys. So I'm like, perfect. So that went just nice. And from there, I never consider anybody competition. I'm doing some shit, you're gonna do some shit, and that's all that matters to me. Do what you want to do. And and coming from my basketball background, I never wanted to play with people that can't do less than me. I want to
Yeah.
play with people that can push back and can kick your ass,
Like
because that's
this
the
one.
only way. Oh no, that guy, forget it. He could, dude, dude, yo,
You've been with O'Neill, my friend.
yeah. If you look in my Instagram, there's a picture, me and him, and
Yeah.
I am 140, 185 millimeters, 185 centimeters tall. Just keep that in mind and look for that picture on Instagram, and you'll
Hmm.
see how tall this fucking guy is. I can't believe that guy is a human.
He's a very nice person, my friend.
Yeah, yeah,
He's a
yeah.
fantastic. He's a fantastic person.
And that's
He's, he's one of the persons I like a lot. I like him a lot, and that is a big privilege for you. I'm trying to find here. You can, but my friend, that's why I tell the evolution what you made for all the years, guys. If you want to go, I'm going to leave the Instagram is Facebook from the group, but the Instagram, yes, from the beginning, photos and everything. You can go there, subscribe, and you can see the evolution of Kelly, New York. We're not going to talk about that all of them because then we're going to lose here 2 or 3 days because he has lots of years working for you guys.
oh yeah, we got a lot. But don't worry, that evolution is just the beginning, because so far that just me pushing by myself, and then now I have more people that are involved, at least in the periphery doing things for me. I realized that we can actually inspire people to do stuff, you know.
Hmm.
Um, like before, it was hard to inspire a vendor. Like, bro, I'm doing this project. Do you want to come with me? Most of the vendors will say, no, no, pay me for that. But now I
Yeah.
realize that we can, push the roof up of what is possible, and then say, bro, are you coming? And a lot of guys, they grab their balls and they say, here we
Mhm.
go. And that's what you want. That's the people I want to roll with. Like, just put your fucking money where your mouth is, and then just push this thing. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, you know what? We say I'm
Yeah.
sorry, and we learn, and we try again. And that's all.
Yeah.
That's all there is. Yeah, that's all there is.
I think so. The same too, my friend. Then we have another question here that is from Tech. What did improve your trucks comparing to the trumpet trucks?
Oh, bro, don't even ask that question. There's something about precision machining. There's something about forget it. Just
Let's leave it.
leave. Just leave it there.
Okay. Uh, Tell us about the bearings, the regular contact bearings or not the standard bearings,
Well,
and not.
I could go all technical on this, but if you go to skf.com
Mm-hmm.
and you travel down to the angular contact bearing, they have a whole explanation of how it works or why it works. Uh, and you could go make a deep dive, and that will be all your answers. To me, this is my answer. You posted a picture of me, my wife, and Archie from Boston a
Mm-hmm.
few seconds ago. So this guy could tell you we were doing a live stream on Instagram in Queens
Mm-hmm.
Boulevard, going all the way up to the Triborough Bridge, and
Mm-hmm.
we riding through traffic around 30 to 35 miles per hour through traffic. Back in those days, I was still using the Trampa hardware with a single roll U channel bearings. And
Mm-hmm.
brother, when we got to the Triborough, I pick up my board and the back wheel fell off. So
Ooh.
the back wheel fell off because the bearing track got damaged in the outside bearing of the wheel. So when the outside bearing of the wheel got damaged and and I flipped the board sideways, the board just dropped because everybody who has a trampa hub knows that the aluminum metal in the star gets
Mm-hmm.
super wobbly after time. Oh, give me a second, give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. DHL, 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 DHL,
Hey guys, for all of you.
Thank you, man. I'm sorry, guys. Amazon. God, I'm telling you, this is crazy. I'm telling you, this is an Amazon guy. I'm waiting for the DHL guy, and the Amazon guys come in. Anyhow, so the bearing on the outside just got destroyed. I bet a lot of
Mhm,
people, this has happened to a lot of riders, that the bearing comes off the outside.
mhm,
And then when you turn the wheels, there's nothing to hold the back bearing just to slide out. 2 minutes
mhm.
earlier, I was doing 35 through traffic in the Big Kiwi. So after that, I was like, this is something that cannot happen again. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Simple as that. If you run down, people are driving in cars, they're gonna they're gonna run you over. So you're dead. So
Mhm.
from that moment on, I say, you know what? No more U-channel trucks. And then there's all the good things that come with an angular contact bearing. There's more stability. The gear drives, they last 5 times more
Yeah,
because there's not that much wobbling. The urethane could wobble, but the gear stays within tolerance, and that's all you need. So, you know what? Double roll truss, double roll angular contact bearing. That's all we use, and that's it.
yeah, that is very good. Then we come. I have some the motors. What you are using now is the 6,300, 3,600,
But
$63,000. Yeah, yeah,
the motors are
63,000.
6390. The motors so far are 6396 from Maytech.
But it's going to be a new design.
But now we're not using that for the XLR. So
Okay.
I would like to make a call right now, right here,
Mm-hmm.
for builders and people who
Mm-hmm.
are building stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
this was my treatment with Maytech, right?
Mm-hmm.
For somehow Maytech think, don't get me wrong, they did
Mm-hmm.
a lot of stuff right. They started battle hardening the motors. They started to put real thought behind aligning the motors. They did a good work on the bearings, even though they're not using the bearing that we need to use, you know. And they did a better job to take in the community input and put it into their motors. 100%, hands down, perfect. People
Mm-hmm.
started migrating to those, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to those. But then what happened is, as a company, they tried to bully people.
Mm-hmm.
So now I don't know how BioBoards, I don't know how LaCroix is dealing with them, but you know what? I know bullshit when I see it. And you ain't
Yeah.
gonna fuck me. So this is the thing. I call these fuckers, I say, okay, I want to do these motors and I want to do these other motors. We're gonna order 200 motors of this and 200 motors of that. How much the deposit is gonna do? Think about every motor is like $120
Mm.
price. So I'm ordering
Yeah.
400 motors, $120. You do the math.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what
my
they want?
friend.
They want 90% of the payment to them ahead. I'm like, are you fucking out of your mind? Because I thought they
Yeah.
were,
Then
if
it's
you,
going to happen.
no, no,
Then it's going
no.
to happen like in before.
No,
with
no,
the
give me
other
a second. No,
company.
no, no, no. To me, it's like a job. You could throw it down to test what's going on.
Yeah,
So I thought it
yeah.
was that. I say, no, 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 no. Look, I came from the other company because they didn't want to listen to what I was telling them, not because of a money issue. So let's get going properly. Let's go 30/70. I give you 30% deposit
Hmm.
because the deposit is something that means that I'm not going to back away from the purchase.
Hmm.
You know,
Yes.
they're like, no, 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 no. The best we could do is 90/10. I'm like, I'm like, are you for real?
Hmm.
And when I saw that they were for real, like 4 days into it, I you know what? This is just garbage. So I'm like, in my head, I haven't asked anybody else, but are they paying 90% of the money ahead to a fucking guy just because I'm like, you know what? Let me pull a Chinese on another Chinese. So I took the fucking motors because I have them over here, reverse engineer the whole shit and distribute it to any vendor that I ever did business with them for free. So get some of that fucking, and that's it. That's what we got. So that's what we got. You're gonna pull a bullshit on me. I'm gonna pull a Chinese on you. Boom. So now I'm waiting for my new 63100 110 motors that are just crazy. With all the technology we have. Ah! I know.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, all the vendors. I don't know if vendors are taking in the ass quietly. Fuck, you ain't gonna rape me into the sunset. Fuck that. You're gonna have to man up. And those fucking guys are amazing. They think they own the world. You know what, fuckers? You doing fucking motors. Believe me, I can design a motor anytime. So fuck that. Oh, what's hiding behind the fabric? Shit that you cannot see, bro. Shit that you cannot see. I always have this open. Now this is closed. Much love. Yep. The only thing I could show you is ta-da!
Ta-da! And show the flex, my friend. Yeah.
That's it.
Then we're going to talk about a very important thing because I see that you talk with the guys in a forum and the difference from your gear drives and the other gear drives. What we are seeing, your gear drives is metal Eli, Eli kill. What is the difference from the plastic for everybody who don't know? Why did you say I'm not going to put no more plastic and I'm going to do this type of
Well, no,
material?
look, don't get me wrong. The plastic is good. Plastic is really, really good. Plastic is we got my gear drive, my personal one, have 3 years, three and
Mm-hmm.
a half years, almost 4 years. And it hasn't given me any troubles. I purposely don't even change the lubrication and it's still rolling. So the plastic is really, really, really good. Now, it comes with experience of working. What is relevant in a gear drive, it's it's so fucking small. Simple as this. The relevant part of a gear drive is the meshing of the teeth. And there's so more stuff where I ain't gonna go. I don't wanna give you guys
No.
a lesson into that. But
Mm-hmm.
there's some geometry things that are super
Mm-hmm.
small. I could give you a microscope to take pictures, and you won't be able to make where one geometry changes and the other one comes in it. So that's just
Mm-hmm.
math. So once you get a good handle of that, and then you test some things, so now we could move on onto the next step. Look, I remember right here, right here, right here
Mm-hmm.
on your thing some time ago, somebody
Mm-hmm.
said that the belt drive were better. The
Mm-hmm.
belt drive was better because you could change different gear ratios, and I was just having
Mm-hmm.
a blast. I'm looking and I'm having a blast because um that's just a pure lie. Everybody has a car, and the car has a ton of gears mounted on the same axle.
Mm-hmm.
So the same axle coming from the motor and the same axle coming to the gear, and those ones they don't change. So, but there's a way to do it. There's some math involved, some geometry that you could choose the optimal distance from axle to axle, and you could have a gearbox and just put a lot of gears one next to the other, and then have a clamping mechanism to do like a proper gearbox. So I was just laughing because this group was saying yes, belts are better, and now they're doing gear drives. It's like ah, but to me, I'm never gonna come out and tell you what you don't know. So I know that you don't know that you could change gear sets within the same distance without changing the motors. So now
Mhm.
when I have my metal gear drive, they go all the way to, we got a 1 to 4, then we got a 50 mile, there's 1 to 3 point something, and there's another 60 miles that go even lower. You're never gonna have to touch the motor. You leave everything there. You take one gear, you take the other gear, you put it back into those axle, and you're good to go. You got a new gear drive, you know? So that is the way to do it. And then there was another thing. It is when it comes to metallurgy, how the metal touches another one. Because in gearboxes, we got the cars. They have the advantage of having oil pressure inside the transmission.
Mhm.
We don't have that. So we don't have that. Since we don't have that, we need to, experiment and test how to have a proper, because metal to plastic, it's like a butter. It never gonna get hot. It works super nice. But then when you put all that power that we're putting now you can't use metal and plastic. You need to use metal on metal, but the metal on metal is gonna create friction, is gonna create it's gonna create some headaches. So you need to take care of those headaches and then you're good to go. That's what we do. Yeah.
Mhm. And I see here for you, all of you guys, that you're going to have the 1238 in your gear drives. And if somebody wants to buy separated, is the 1436.
Yeah, the good thing is you could take one of this gear drive and send it and just swap the gears drive within 5 minutes or less. Just clack, 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 clack. Because that's my whole thing.
Mhm.
Easy of use. Like, I don't know if you've seen one of my boards. If you get a flat on my
Mhm.
board, you
Mhm.
take less than 30 seconds just to change it. It will
Mhm.
take you actually the time of taking out a nut. If you took out that
Mhm.
nut, you put it back in and you're good to go, you go. You
Yeah.
can't design things from the designer point of view. You need to see it from the user point of view. What the fuck that guy's gonna do? Like, to me, if you ride it with me and you get damaged, you by yourself. Because I tell you, take your Uber home, baby. I'm leaving you right there. So you better, whatever you have to fix, you fix fast. Because I don't have time for you. So I'm having fun. So that is the whole thing. And nothing. What can I say? That has to be. But the
And
gears, that's that.
yeah, but the gears for you, my friend, I see you talking, and I think that is a big change. I am a guy who changed for belts to gear drives, and nobody's
I
going to change me again to come back to belts.
man, when we met like what, 3 years ago.
3 years ago, close to 3 years.
Even by that time, our boards were all of
Yeah,
them gear drive.
all of them was with gear drives. Luis,
Gear drive.
Luis,
I
Luis
love,
was there
I
in
love,
your.
I love when people, you know, now, now builders and community have coming to see that the gear drive is the way to go. It just took like 3 years.
Yeah, but you change it a lot, my friend. Today you have a big machine on your hands, and
Oh,
that is beautiful.
don't worry, it's gonna
Uh,
take them some time, but they're gonna get there. It's all right.
yeah, and the XLR. What is it with the truck? The truck
What is what?
torque with the truck
With
truck.
a torque. Well,
Yeah.
we got some crazy ass motor pumping a ton of torque. We got some crazy battery system pumping a ton of energy. So don't worry about the torque. Don't worry about
It's
the
going to
torque.
be
Yeah.
impossible. What do you think your board is going to come?
Oh,
What is the
let
speed
me let
you think?
no, give me a second. I'm gonna leave you here. Let me go pee because now the beer's taking me
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah,
I'll be
okay.
right back. Talk to the guys. Talk to the guys.
I just want to say to everybody, guys, there, if you want, just go to his channel. Is in Instagram. I'm going to put it here for all of you guys, and you're going to see lots of pictures, lots of things from Kelly. Go to his website, then you're going to see it. The three boards, what is now selling. He has the XL40, the XL 2.0, and you're going to have the XL R. Go there and enjoy it. If you have some questions for him, please leave it in, there. We're going to try to answer. The other thing, guys, if you want to subscribe to the channel, that is going to help us a lot. If you have friends who want to come here, up September, we're going to have again persons till end of June. We are all reserved. We are doing 3 days in a week, and one of them is to ladies, and in the mornings is always in Sunday mornings is always lady ridings. If you have an interest, come and help and support the ladies who are riding. So let's come back, man.
We're back.
You are here. Yes, my friend.
Yeah.
What you think is going to be the top speed from your board, my friend? The new one.
Well, look, the top speed you're gonna be able to get it to 60. But this is my thing. Look, let me give you my thinking behind all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The market, our market, where you and I included, we are 40-something-year-old guys that have the spare change to spend $6,000-$7,000 on a toy. And this we use to unwind. This we use to relax. We want to get on our boards. I want to go to my joy ride. I want to have my fun. Believe me.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes our fun could be a little bit more extreme than another,
Mm-hmm.
but that's where we are. So my thing is, after seeing all the people that I talk is, I have gone to customers for the weekend. Say, real, what are you doing? I want to see in the wild what's happening. So I'm taking trips to visit customers, staying with them over the weekend and see what's up. And I see the way they use and what these guys is doing. And I realized to me, we can have a board that you need to practice all the time in order to go the way you want to go. We all want to have the fun of riding and the fun of getting that rush of adrenaline, but we don't have the time to put 2 hours, 3 hours a day, every other day to be able to ride this board. I get it that there's a lot of guys they've been riding, they've been in the skating life for a long time. This is not for you guys. You already know this. This is for people that want to come in, want to enjoy, and even those guys are going to take a lot of benefit out of this because now
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be a bit safer, you know. So the thing is to design something that the person who has a stressful job, a person who has a lot of shit going on, can come home, take his board, and go for the freaking ride to forget about all the fuckery there is, and not to have to put. Give me a second. I hope this time is a freaking deal. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. Let's see. Let's see.
So,
I'll be
guys,
right. Give me a second.
I'm very sorry. I'm going to answer to Steve because Steve just
Hello,
put me 2
Ernesto.
times on the wall. And it's like this, my friend. I'm not a journalist. I do this for fun. I try to
Thank
just to
you.
give you some information. You don't have to be upset. That is not a professional channel. That is just to help. Sorry if I cannot
Nah.
be like you
Don't worry
wanted.
about it.
We try to do our best.
Don't worry about it. We're doing what we're doing. If you don't know who we are, go complain to your mama. We don't have time for babies. So this is the thing. That to me is the market. Is the market of people. If you don't want to unwind, if you want to have your fun, that you should have your fun. But then that's where we're going. You see, if this guy sends something that is proper, I'll show it to you. If they send shit, I show it to. I don't know if I can show. I don't know. I gotta check. Anyways.
You scared the shit out of me.
So,
The new one.
so
Oh
let's
my
do
god.
this. Let's do this. Unscripted, on everything. You see? Pulling a Chinese on a Chinese guy. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. You want to reverse engineer our shit? Oh, you know what
Yeah.
was it? I'm sorry.
What?
They thought I was 100% American. That American is not gonna do that to them. I'm fucking Dominican, motherfucker. You fuck with me, I break your balls. So Let me open this. This is a nice. You know, Nelson, you had a nice reveal. Do you talk to them? Oh, look at this. Look at that.
Oh, that is
Look
nice.
at that. Look
That
at
is very
that.
good, my friend.
From this other company. And we got
Oh.
everything we need. Oh my God. This is so much fun. Let me show you what I was talking about, everybody. So
Yeah.
this is a 63-100 motor
Mm-hmm.
with a stator, right?
Yeah.
And this is the new 63-100 with a stator and the
Wow.
very first stabilization.
That is the first one I
We
see
need to
this.
work a little bit. This no, you never seen this. This is just we made it. We
Mm-hmm.
took whatever we learned from those other fuckers and we put them in this one.
That is beautiful, my friend.
And then let me show you the difference. Where okay, give me 1 second. Oh my God. Nelson, you have to delete this. Maybe I get sued. But anyway, they're in
No, my
China. I can't sue
friend.
me. Fuck that.
No, just enjoy it, my friend. I just want to say to everybody, thank you for
Look at
coming and just having a good time. If you have questions for Ernesto, please leave it in the comments. If something is not very good for you guys, sorry. We are trying our best. We are not professional. We are normal persons. You see it,
Don't
and we
worry.
make
The
everything
problem is
live.
you never had me over here, so you didn't know how crazy it was. So this is the thing. This is a Seats 396 from
Hmm.
Maytag. This is what
Okay.
BioBoard and everybody's using, right?
Hmm. Then it's not yours.
And look at that. It has a bearing too. Oh, motherfucker. Look at that. C396. XL-R motors. Ah! So,
And he came today.
what?
That is very good.
What?
That is
No,
perfect,
no.
my friend.
And you're good to, we just got it right here. And
Yeah.
we have another one. Get a second. Wait a second. Because remember I told you we're doing some smaller version. Oh my
Hmm.
God, so much stuff. We just need to work on the wires. See the wires are
Hmm.
coming out straight.
Hmm.
We need to flip it sideways. But all right, we're gonna work on that. Don't worry. Oh, now I can put my two headphones. That way, I don't need to wait more for that
Hmm.
freaking guy. Can that motor run 18s? Bitch, that motor can run 22s.
And how do you came,
I'm
my friend?
sorry
How
for
do you
you.
came? And how do you came to the 28 20 S 20P
With that
8P?
motor,
Yeah.
20s AP,
Uh-huh.
why not? Why? Just tell me why not.
No, because I
There's
was
no
like,
reason
it's
why not.
crazy, my friend. I think that is crazy. No, I just want to put it because I want to listen for your side because was another person who said that it was like crazy, and I want to listen from you, my friend.
It was what?
Uh, they say that is too much torque. The 20S 8P. That is going to be too much.
Okay, let's get this shit straight up. There's a lot of people that lies. I don't know if you
Yeah,
know, but
that's why.
humans
Yeah.
like to do that. They like to lie. Look, when I first started doing boards, everybody was oh, that is a 8-inch wheel. Nobody will buy. I say, okay, but this is what I'm doing because this is what I see that it needs to be done. Because the type of road that I'm riding, it demands this. It doesn't demand a
Hmm.
small wheel. So for a year and a half, it's me pushing 8-inch wheels on all my builds. There is Baja board, but Baja, that's a different animal altogether. So we don't even want to touch that. Then everybody start coming uh, into the 8-inch wheels. Then before that, remember that other company they
Hmm.
came out with the prototype deck,
Hmm.
and they're using 10s. Remember that?
Hmm.
10s
Yes.
because 12s was bad.
Hmm.
Remember that. Let's make sure it's
Hmm.
not coming from me. 10s
Yeah,
was
that's
bad. That came, but you know what was it? You know what was it really? It was cowardice. Because you're
Mm-hmm.
putting your money into a device and you're sending it out into the world and you want to play it safe. That way, if it gets broken, it's broken by the user, not by you. So you're not liable for it. So you don't have to repair it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So now what happened? Uh,
Hello,
then the
Daniel.
10S never cut it. Never
Mm-hmm.
never cut it because it doesn't gonna cut it. That's the way it is. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't gonna cut it. So after I was running a year, the same ESC, then they realized, okay, it can take 12S. We've seen enough that we can spend their money. So now they changed to 12S. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So
Yes, my
now
friend.
I put a 20S and you come with some bullshit. Oh, no, no. Before that. Oh, the belt drives are better because you could change and now you do a, you see the trend here?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so you know what? I consider myself, I never did this shit for money. I never did this shit for, yeah, fuck this glass. I never did this to be, I never started this because I needed a company. I never started this
Yeah,
because I needed some money. I never started this
because you
because I
love it.
was sad at my job. I started this because I saw the fun that I used to have when I was 16, 18. What was my fun? Surfing, basketball, and girls. And I'm like, fuck. Now I had my woman, that was good, but I didn't have the rest. And now I saw the e-boarding and I tested and it brought me back. Have you seen that movie, Ratatouille?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ratatouille, the cartoon with the mouse?
Yeah.
When that fucking French guy takes the thing and he takes him back to his grandmother, that 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 was the shit. So I'm like, fuck, that's it. I'm done. And then I was working 8 hours at my job,
Mm-hmm.
and I was coming into my house, spending fucking until midnight doing just my shit. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
and when things start moving, so I follow that. It's not I decided to make a business. So I've never been afraid to go into the fog and the darkness with a fucking small flashlight to lead the way. I don't give a fuck because that's where I want to be. I want to
Yeah.
be at the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, why do it? So to me, you could bullshit. What about Tesla? Tesla's running. How many volts are running Tesla in the fucking
Mm-hmm.
battery?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
so to me, I get it that you want to see as competitors and you want to put your competitors down, but motherfucker, don't fucking lie. That's just bad. That's just bad. Don't lie. Don't come up with
You
bullshit.
don't need
If you're
it.
coming up with
You don't.
bullshit, you don't need it. You're doing a great job. A great
Yeah.
job. You have expanded. You have grown. You have
Mm-hmm.
brought business sense to this motherfucking space. And believe me, I'm learning for that. I'm learning from that. I'm learning
We
from
are
that.
learning
So
all of
you
them.
don't need fucking excuses. We are learning. You don't need to come with bullshit and throw somebody else's stuff down.
Yeah.
Don't come like what? And then next time, oh, we're doing 20 years now. Come on.
Yeah.
You've been
Yeah.
following enough. You're good to follow. You're doing it. It's been a great business strategy. Perfect. It's been good. So kudos.
You
Anyway,
are
let's go back to these
what you are.
motherfuckers.
Yeah. Uh, tell
I'm
tell
just
us.
I'm just a crazy person.
No, you are not, my friend. You are yourself. You speaking like a normal and like we from the street. We know how that is, and sometimes it's not easy. That's why
That
we are talking here, my friend. We have to
that
survive,
that's
and
all
that
there
is not.
is.
And you
We
come
got to
from a place
survive.
that you have. Yes, and you come from a place you know that is always
Yeah.
community works. That's why, my friend. Now I'm going to come for one
Yeah.
important question that lots of people ask me: the inclusion, what you have in your board.
Tell me,
Do you going to sell it extra to or not?
like what? Extra two?
Do you going to sell it extra? Is that
What?
you going to make the inclusions to sell it separated?
Oh, separated. That's a pretty good one. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking
Because there
about
is
it.
no
Because
inclusions there.
yeah, because you know what's the problem? This is the thing. Um, in the morning when you wake up, one hand washes the other, right? and between the two of them, they wash your face. So to me, I have the clients that put their trust and they say, "Oh, fucking Ernesto, crazy guy is doing some crazy shit. I want to be part of it." Believe me,
Mm-hmm.
if they don't make the decision to send me the money, I'm broke. I ain't doing shit. So, so to me, I need at least to give them a year or more of then having the exclusive right to ball whenever they get anywhere, be balling because
Mm-hmm.
it's the least I can do. It's the
Yes, I
least I
think
can
that
do.
is.
I know how hard, yeah, it's how hard to put all this money together. Or if you have the money, believe me, you didn't come up of having enough resources by giving your money away.
Mm-hmm.
So I know
Mm-hmm.
even if you have the money, how deep you think about it, like, should I give this fucking guy my money? So to me,
Yeah,
I'm like, I will sell it. It will not be in the near future.
I think
It
that
will
is
not
very
be in the
nice
near
from.
future because I owe it to the customer that decided to put the fucking money back behind me, and I owe it to them. So uh,
That
that's
is very
that's
nice
all I
from
have
you,
to
my
say.
friend.
Oh,
That is very nice from you.
Tim might get a couple to do whatever fucking he does. Tim Sender, so he might get a couple for him to play around and do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Yeah,
But he's a very special person. He was here in the interview and he talked so good from you, my
you,
friend.
that's what,
You are good
dude.
friends.
No, we got a bromance coming in. Bromance.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is the thing.
He
I
talk
saw
about
his thing.
from you. He talk about you
I,
like you said, like bros. And
I
he's a
I
very
love that
special
guy.
person.
I love that guy. I love the mental. I love to see when he's thinking things and he's going through things. By the time,
And
like,
he's
let's say you
simple
want to
like
do
us.
something, yeah, and you try to figure out how thing fits. He already have done 40 times around the whole thing, how this that fit. I'm like, wow. So that's what happened when you take special operation guys and don't give it anything to do. That mental ability stays there. That thing, that guy, it's like a fucking mental kung fu. Yeah.
I think you have a very special and your decks, my friend, when they come out from there, that is like crazy. And he talks the last time that you are one of the first guys who
Oh.
bring all the decks and always trying to create.
Oh yeah.
You are a person. Do you want to bring decks and put it just the decks to sell it? You make like the designs because that was one thing I speak with him.
I, well, to me, this is what I said before. I do not like if somebody. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. 1 second. You guys may know this because I got this thing. I gotta plug it into my phone so the phone can keep running and we can keep having
Mm-hmm.
some fun. So this is my thing. I strongly believe that it's not just business. This is an art form. Everybody wants to express. Everyone, everybody wants to express of what they're doing. You know, and if I spend too much time meddling in what he's doing, he's gonna
Mm-hmm.
influence me, and I'm gonna influence him, and then we're gonna start com- converging,
Mm-hmm.
converging into the shirt. Like you see this shirt and this thing.
Mm-hmm.
This from my let me second, from my guy Jason Davis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Jason Davis do his work, and I told him
Mm-hmm.
what I wanted, but that's all I'm gonna do because I know that if we start hanging out too much, if we start bouncing too many ideas, he's gonna pick up from my shit and I'm gonna pick up from his shit, and then we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
end up in the same place. And that's not what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I want every crazy horse to run wild wherever he may want to roam. And
Yeah.
that's it. And then we get together, you hand me your shit, I hand you mine, and we go our own separate ways because that's that's the only way we can be better than what we are.
Yeah, and the important
Otherwise, we're
thing we
gonna
have.
just keep.
Yeah. I just have here one question for
Yeah.
you, my
So to
friend.
me, that's Tim.
Yeah, I think Tim. When I meet him the first time, I was like so impressed the way his simpleness. He's a so simple person. The way he talked with me, I was like I was not expecting to him to be like that. He's a very
Mm.
simple person, and he makes
Oh
his
no,
job with love, lots of
Th-
love.
that guy. There's dudes and there's dudes. There's a man's man. That guy's man's man. That guy's a
Hmm.
man's man. If you want to hang
Yeah.
out, that's your guy that you want. If he share goes down, that's your guy that you want next to you. If you have some idea to bounce, that's your guy you want to. That's a man's
Hmm.
man right there. Yeah.
I have a question. I have a question here from Frederick. He asked this three of two, four times. I'm going to put it here, but I'm going to put it in a other way. Do you going
Okay.
to
The beggar, the beggar,
do
the beggar.
no? But I want to put it in the other way, my friend. Do you think to create one day your box, not a Da Vega? Do you want to create your yourself one box like Da Vega from Kelly?
No, no, I don't want. I do not want to create. Look, this is what people don't get. You know, like to me, again, I just played it.
Hmm.
Cross contamination of of ideas. It could be. It's a double-edged sword. You could get new projects by talking to people, or you can contaminate the ideas of people by talking to people. So
Hmm.
a lot of people have been ordering the Vegas for my boards,
Hmm. Hmm.
and I communicated with this guy from the Vega, and I
Hmm.
told him what I think I would like, and he just sent
Hmm.
it to me today. That's the funny thing. Give me 1 second.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got like all the stuff that are coming in today. So he, yeah. Let me see. Where is this box? I got helmets. I got. You put it in the chair. Okay. So I got. Let me see. No, this is not here. Where did I put it? Oh, I see it right here. I see it right here. So I
So
don't even. So
I'm
this is what
listening.
I got.
I'm listening, my friend.
So today I got this from him. So this is the burger that I asked to be in pieces.
Hmm.
I think it is this one. I don't know if it is this one. I think it is. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh no, this is another customer sending stuff. I gotta check. So what I want is, yeah, forget it. What I
Forget it.
want is the screen by itself, because
Hmm.
the screen is really thin, really thin.
Hmm. Yes.
So I want the screen by itself on the front of the XLR, and then I want all the electronics in the battery enclosure of the XLR.
Hmm.
Because me thinking about the guys that put the lights and all the shit on the boards, because I have somebody going, Kevin Daltrom from here in the here in New York. He has a big Lone Star. He has a
Hmm.
Nazare that will turn into Lone Star, and he's always
Hmm.
with a bunch of lights. The fucking guy's a freak with that, but he's fun. So, what I want, I left the space in the front of the battery enclosure to put shit in there, a little pocket. If people want to put a DC adapter, if people want to put whatever they want to do, that's an XLR. So I'm thinking that we could use that to put all the electronic of the Vega in there, and just leave the screen on top of the Vega, just the screen, real thin, maybe 4 millimeters. Make a nice CNC aluminum housing and put it just there, super flat, with three tactical buttons, and then all the wiring going away. So you have the Vega of 4 millimeters thin, just the screen
Hmm.
in there. So that's what we want to do. But first, I need to play with it, and then I need to put my money where my mouth is and send him some money so he could make it happen. But I personally,
Is it optional?
it's not an option yet. This is just me talking bullshit because that's what I
Hmm.
want to
Hmm.
do. I like what he's doing, and he's doing something perfect, so he needs to keep doing it. It's like
Hmm.
Roman with the meter
Yeah.
app.
Yeah.
I've
I
been
have.
bouncing back and forward. So now all my boards come with meter apps. Give me a second. Well, not all my boards, but at least all the XL40s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. So see, we got meter apps galore like crazy. So this is what we do now. All the boards. Oh, it just took it like that. That's so many there. So so to me, this is my thing. The freaking guy's been working forever on that. He has the
Mm-hmm.
software where it needs to be. Super nice. It's compatible with the BMSs. It's compatible with the Flexi BMS. It's compatible with the Innoy BMS. This guy from Canada is doing a nice BMS. It's compatible with all the things that we are doing in the community. So I don't want to make a Kali thing. I want to
Mm-hmm.
use their stuff. Later on, I could give a couple bucks. Say, bro, can we make a Kali scheme? At least a color, a logo,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. But when you got people doing crazy shit, you don't fuck with them. You let them do crazy shit. You don't copy their shit. You let them do crazy shit and then you collaborate with them because that's the best way. And get out of the
Uh,
way. That's the only thing. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I talk about the enclosure. There is another question. Is like going in the same way. Is like the deck, the new deck. Do you going to make it to sell, or you going to sell it later, 1 year later too? If you have the decks from
the SLR or the 2.0?
I think he's talking
That
about
that
the
that
X.
oh, that's
I
for
think he's
Raul
talking.
Russo. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The XL20 are gonna be back, the decks, by the end of this month. We're gonna have,
Mm-hmm.
well, maybe beginning of next month, we're gonna have another batch of XL 2.0 decks. And
Mm-hmm.
the enclosures, there's a thing going on with the enclosures. I have a new enclosure for the XL40 coming up. There's gonna be more information later on that.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, we got a new carbon fiber enclosure that we did for the 12S9P battery pack that we're using.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's getting that. So I need to gauge properly what's gonna be, because every time you make a mold, every time you push something, it's a ton of money you're spending on that. So I need to play my cards right on that. And the 2.0 so far, it's been good, but I don't know. I don't know. I can say I still.
Yeah. And
I need
for
I
the
need to
X
figure that out. I,
and for the
yeah.
XLR, you going to sell it, or you going to sell it later, 1 year later? The deck.
Later. XLR,
Okay.
everything XLR is gonna be later. Everything
Okay.
XLR, because like I said, uh,
To
I didn't
respect.
have I didn't have the $120,000. Look, I didn't have the $120,000 minimum that would take to make that project happen. People made it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pay your hard-earned money, you kind of come in and have somebody show up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, come on, bro. No, 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 no. I'm sorry, but within a year, all our egos are gonna be calmer, and that's it. Yeah.
And for you, my friend, there is another question here. How many people work with you now in your company? One person.
Me, just me.
Me, myself, and I. It's just me,
Me,
myself, and
myself,
I.
and I. Look, I had somebody working for me last year. He was doing an awesome job, but he's a young guy. When the corona virus hit, he got scared. He went back to Dominican. But then, uh, I think he got too much pussy over there. Now he's back in the US. The pussy is in DR.
Mm-hmm.
Things get crazy. So he can't work anymore. And then we have this thing. It's not about how many people work in your company. That's not
Mm-hmm.
the things work now. Um, why I decided, uh, going back again to the
Mm-hmm.
Trump days, the best thing that I learned is that I need to be the master of my own universe. And when I say
Mm-hmm.
this is That's why I rented the shop. That's why I built all my presses. I built the CNC. So I needed a crash course real quick into everything that needed to be in the product. And not that I could get a guy to design something for me. No, 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 no. From the ground up, everything. Everything has to be designed for me. If we go to the computer and I start showing you a ton of design. So everything has to be done by me because you know what? Now I could have a factory and I could send in a drawing, not for a deck. I
Mm-hmm.
send drawings for the mold. This is the way you want. You have to first. If we're gonna do business, I tell them, okay, which type of press of heated capable press, maybe
Mm-hmm.
8,000 tons, maybe 8 tons, maybe 4 tons, and how much heat can you put into your place? And then from that, I tell them, okay, send me the clamping mechanism of your press. And now on the way back, I don't wait for my how you call it from them to design a mold for me. No, I design the mold and send it to them. This is the way I want you to use this, and this is the requirement how you need to run it. And now this is the product I want you to make. You see,
Mm-hmm.
it's a total
Yeah.
different stuff that when I come and tell somebody, do this deck for me. So, if I need to switch, I need to switch. So I could switch easily. So now,
Mm-hmm.
and all the providers, they realize that they're not dealing with a guy who's telling me, okay, no, no, we're talking the same level. We're talking manufacturing level right there. So now they appreciate that because, you just don't have that many mistakes in your production line. Everything fucking works from the get go. All the companies are working right now. I tell them, okay, send me your setup, send me your tooling, what you have there. If they agree to that, I know the game. So now I put that in my computer and I make all my designs based on the tooling that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing that an engineer will do in their shop to produce a part because he will be using those 3D models of the toolings they have. And then with that, it's like I'm there. So everything is made to my specification and they just need to put it there and press play and listen to the music. And make some money. And that's it. And if thing goes bad, it's on my end.
Yeah.
I was the one who designed the whole thing. So you
Yeah.
know, so I could
But I think
afford
that
to be a one
I think
man
that is the
army,
best
and
way.
that's it.
No,
Oh
you
yeah,
are doing
forget
the
it.
right way.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Look
my
at
friend.
this.
I
I look at this. I had this fucker wanted me to send $60,000 to wait 3 months. I got the motor right now, man. Now what? You see, that's the freedom. It's in here. It's in here. And you know what? He knows me. This guy knows me. He knows what I'm
Mhm.
capable of. So he said, just forget it. Just pay me $300 and send the draft in. He knows he's gonna have him. So now, look, he has the motor. Ah! You see, you don't need money. It's not a money problem. It's not a money problem. It's a knowledge problem.
Oh, yeah,
So now we
thank you,
have
my
a
friend.
63 110 motor with bearing stabilized. Let me see what is it? Oh, there. So now we're gonna be rocking some shit. It's
No,
a
this is very
fucking
good.
Coca-Cola can. Look, this is the beer can. This, this is a beer can. This is the motor. It's
Hey
the
guys, if
motor.
you don't know this,
That's all you need to see.
I want to make a question to you, my friend. First of all, I want to say hello to all the guys in
Yeah.
Australia. I'm coming now. Good morning for you guys, for everybody around the world. Thank you for
Good
coming and
morning,
see
guys.
Ernesto. I want to say hello to the Queen of Australia. You are doing a fantastic job, and I
Woo!
want us to. And I have a question here. How that works? Let me see. Where was that question? That was from Steve. Uh, the warranty from Kelly. How is that going to work? How
How's it
that
going to work?
works?
Oh, really? Go to the website, bro. Come on, can you read? So these are in short, if
Hmm.
you can use a screwdriver, you could fix our boards.
Yeah.
And uh, in all honesty, let me be
Hmm.
honest with everybody. Honest, everybody. Go to the Facebook page, go and search, and you're gonna see
Hmm.
there's not that many problems going with the Kali boards. Have you noticed that?
Hmm. Yeah. Never.
there's not
I,
there's
I,
not that many there's not that many problems. There's not that many accidents with a KALY board. It's not by
Yeah.
coincidence. It's a system designed to be run with one person. How can I run it if I need to be fixing? You know, things are gonna happen. Boards are gonna get bad. Boards are gonna get damaged,
Hmm.
and that has happened. But most of the parts is you take one component, you take it out, you put the other one in, you're good to go.
Hmm.
Unless you
Then I
you
yeah,
unless you come
yeah.
in with a band axle and something like that.
Then I have another question here. Is any chance of sponsoring riders one day?
Hell no, for what? I'm sorry, dude. Yeah. This is a fucking. Let,
Leave it for Red Bull
let
and
me tell you this. Well, no, to me it's simple. To me it's simple. Simple. Anybody who wants to be a sponsor. I never have gotten the sponsor thing. I don't get what is it.
Mhm,
I know. I just don't see how it works. But to me, this is
mhm,
simple. If you are a good salesman and you bring value to the community, there's no problem sending you a board,
mhm.
but you need to earn it. I don't want to
Yeah,
send you a board and then expect for you to earn it. You earn the board, we send you
yeah.
the board, and that's
I
it.
think that is.
Simple as that.
You have to love
That's it.
it. You have to
No,
love
you
it,
have
my
to.
friend.
No, it's not even love. It's discipline. You put the fucking work. You
No.
start one. Yeah, you put the work. Simple. You want to show. Look,
Yeah.
what is the work? I wanna. Let's say you love it, right? You love it, and now you wanna show as many people as you can why you love something.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, they're not coming to your house. You're gonna have to get out there and show and explain to everybody why you love this thing, and
Hmm.
let them try and let them see the point of view that you're trying to tell them, and then they may say, "Oh, I get it. I see why." You see, but if you need to do that 600 times, that's the
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's
the
that's
work.
why. Yeah, yeah. That's why I say there is lots of ambassadors, there is lots of guys, and they don't do his job. They don't do nothing to help the companies, and they use
Huh?
like I'm ambassador. I don't know what. That's why I don't think that is a bullshit. This thing, but I respect everybody who wants to be a ambassador or
But
something
look,
like that.
oh no, no, I respect it. But look at this. Um, you remember for the first 2 years, or almost even before that, when I was in the forums, for the first 3 years,
Hmm.
I never wanted to talk. I never wanted to talk to people. You remember that? It was hard to
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
hold of
I know.
me. It was hard to.
Hmm.
You know why? Because to me, the product, whatever you put out there, needs to talk by itself. It
Hmm.
doesn't need any help. That thing needs to move by itself. If it doesn't move, it doesn't move, and that's it.
Yeah.
But we've been moving so far. So
You are moving very well, my friend, and you are fighting. You are a fighter. That is the good thing. You are a guy who the community love you, my friend, and you everybody take cares of you. And I have like a question: is like always going to work with your new controller? That is one of the things we never see nothing about the controller. Do you going to have a special controller? Do you going to use what are you going to use as controller?
okay, so this is the options we have for controls, right? First, we have the Hoyd Puck remote.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been a battle tested, loved by a lot, hated by some, but is hands down by the community the best controller we have right now. So
Mm-hmm.
that's our option. Now,
Mm-hmm.
there was a Wave RX remote on the works, and that project, I saw that project. It has a ton of potential. It was really awesome. I saw the enthusiasm at the beginning. There was a lot of energy behind it,
Mm-hmm.
and shit was
Mm-hmm.
happening real fast, and things were happening. I like this. I like this energy. I like what's seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And then things went quiet. So so that was one of my auction, but I see that was quiet. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. So that was that. Then there is John Spinton.
Mm-hmm.
He has a remote. It's a awesome remote, a lot of functionalities, a lot of stuff. I just didn't like the overall feel of the housing what it was. So I've been, give me a second. I've been, like again, I said,
Mm-hmm.
I've been working, all of you knows this.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working with with this housing that I took.
Mm-hmm.
So so far we have some stuff that we want to change to this shape. Just the shape. You see, everything is empty. I took everything out because I don't want to need none of that. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to start some way. What I don't like is this angle. You see, this
Mm-hmm.
angle is too hard for the finger because you see how I had
Mm-hmm.
to bend this finger. So we're working in a smoother shape. We're working on some things. The problem is it's
But
gonna
you want to
take me
make
a
it
little
like,
bit.
but you're going to
I
make
want
it
to
like a
make it.
pistol.
No, I want to have this angle here a little
Mm-hmm.
smoother. So there's certain things I want to change. I don't want to say too much of how I
Mm-hmm.
want to implement it,
Mm-hmm.
but I want it to be that if you could be with your finger like this for some time, you don't want to have a pain, and you will always know where you are. And then we're gonna have the telemetry, and then how to play with that right here. And then the rest of the stuff for the login and all that, we're gonna leave it to the meter module. And if we manage to do some Dabega share, then we'll leave something to the Dabega too. But I think this is a good starting point, a good shell. You see, a good shell to start
Mm-hmm.
to work the ergonomics how we could do. But
Mm-hmm.
so far this I don't like. It needs to be more. It
Okay.
needs to be more. You see, this finger you cannot have it that for. If you
Mm-hmm.
go on an XLR, you're gonna be riding for hours, and you cannot have that finger like that for hours. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where we're working. But we are 3D printing stuff. We're playing with things.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see what's happened, but we're gonna take some time. Fuck it. Yeah.
You are seeing the best options for you. That's why I think that is very important for all of.
No.
For another, yeah, please, please. You can. I stop you, my friend. You can speak.
Oh no, it's all right. What's up?
I want to make a question about the ups from you, my friend.
About the what?
Uh, the oops, oops, oops,
Oh,
oops, oops.
the wheel hops. All right, the wheel hops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you came to this idea? How many time did it take you for created this? Do you create it in the same time, like together with the wheel, or the wheel came later, or what was everything? As everything came together in the same time?
Okay. No, it's never gonna be together. It's never gonna happen together. You know, um, this is my path. I don't know how people, other people do it, but this is my path to designing. I mentioned before, yeah, all these lights over here, they're killing me. So I mentioned before about about that system, about how people think, about your system one, your system two, how your thoughts come to your head. So I saw this rim, a similar rim, in a Lamborghini Gran Turismo, in fucking Gran Turismo, the PlayStation. I
Hmm.
bet the Lamborghini did actually a actual prototype car of that, and that thing stuck with me. I just see things stuck with me. I'm like, okay, so that planted the seed. But then I've been I've been playing around with the size of the XLR for some time. And then
Hmm.
the problem has been most of the boards, the big boards we see out there, they look like Arnold Schwarzenegger with no legs. They're like boo, and then just skinny legs like this. I'm like, fuck, this is so lame because to me, I like proper size. Like to me,
Hmm.
proportion matters a lot. So I like that thing was fucking with me like crazy. I'm like, this, I'm not doing that shit. Like that's fucking like that's almost like me. I guess I don't have that much skinny leg, but I don't have that
Hmm.
bad. But a big with a fucking skinny leg, fuck that. So I was thinking, and then something changed, and I said, you know what? Let me go for the scooter wheels. And then once I went to the scooter wheels, and I found this big size wheel, so I'm like, okay, now we're talking. And
Hmm.
now there's the process like ping pong. You start
Hmm.
with one design, you push it all the way to the end, you see how that one ends, and now you push that one back. And now it is a loop. It is a loop that fits, and then the design will come out of that loop. That's the fun part. You know what I mean? It's not,
Yeah.
believe me, anybody who tells you that they saw it from the beginning, you're full of shit. That's no way. You have an idea. The same thing I told you with the deck. I had an idea after testing all those wonderful decks of how things can be, and then I end up at a place that I never imagined I was going to end up. Same thing with the wheels. And once I had that wheels, and everything just clicked, I'm like, wow! It's just crazy. And now those motherfuckers are giving me headaches. So, but anyway, we're gonna get it solved, because once you have that idea there,
that is like yeah. Can I ask you another thing? Do you going to make, because I see in your design from your trucks, do you going to create guards for front and for the back from the motors?
Guards?
Yeah, it's like protections for. You're not going to.
No. Just do not run into things. Do not crash into things. No.
I ask you. I ask you because you have something here. I see it before. These two things here. If you see in a photo, there is two holes here. Oh, this is for the bearings, or this is. Do you see in a picture?
What holes? Can you put the mouse?
No, I cannot put it. Yes, I'm putting the mouse is here. This is for the bearings, or that is something special that you're going to make in the future?
Oh, now wait a second. That's something for future things. You think I have forgot about the freaking disc brakes? I haven't forgot about fucking disc brakes. I haven't forgot about that freaking thing. Let me see. I still have it somewhere over here. So forget it. That's gonna happen. Yeah, I still have it. I still have it somewhere here. I put it right next to my computer. So I know we still have something. We still have something to do. So this is the thing. Yeah. So this is the thing. The first thing with the disc brakes in e-boarding, in bicycle and scooters, they could be this thing because they running high. But we don't run high. We do not run high. So we need this disc to be thicker, so it could take a punch in case.
Yeah.
Then we need the calipers to be located in a certain place. The only thing is the tooling for that requires a lot of money, because you need to send to make the tooling, and the prototyping is gonna be a fuck.
To create it.
Yeah, I'm trying to seduce a jewelry maker friend of mine to do some, because he can do a lot of molds, and I could 3D, so he could do the metallurgy for me, and we could start testing. Because the good thing I learned from doing this, from trying to doing that, was that I learned all the hydraulics that I needed, that now I'm using into the stabilization system. So at least it was not a lost time. But the thing is, I believe that we need to switch. Like right now, we're using a real static brake. A real static brake is not more than a glorified switch. So we have okay, I don't want to get numbers. We have a resistor that sucks energy like crazy. Same thing they use in the wind turbines. When the wind turbines go too fast, they have a device that will suck the energy, extra energy, so your battery don't get overcharged. Because we are in America, and they like to sue everybody depending what happens. They sue you for nothing. So sometimes you could be wherever you are and people not sue you, but here it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you put in your contract, it doesn't fucking matter. They're gonna sue your ass, and they're gonna break you. So it doesn't matter. So I need to have system in place. I cannot put a BMS and then bypass it, and then don't have a system to protect what that freaking thing was protecting. So the BMS has the downside that will cut off the energy, and now you actually riding, which you should know how to do if you want to go high end, but forget about that. Then Now we have a real static brake. So real static brake that I've been trying to get that for some time is a switch. And then we have a digital, you have a microprocessor checking where the voltage is. So
Mm-hmm.
if we start, let's say with a 12S, 12S is 50.4 volts. So
Mm-hmm.
the switch is ready. Now the switch open up this resistor that is just sucking energy right away. Now your battery voltage is gonna drop. If you've seen any of those discharge Li-ion batteries, the discharge, the graphs are really high, but then it drops really
Mm-hmm.
quick, and then goes
Mm-hmm.
flat, and then it drops. So with a microprocessor, we can sample the voltage, and now we know that you are, let's say, 50.4. The moment you disconnect that charger and turn on your ESC, the thing see and starts sucking energy. This thing can
Mm-hmm.
suck a ton of energy. So
Okay.
we know we got some big boys over there. Anyway, now when you're riding and you're hitting those brakes, now the voltage start coming up. So if you are too early in the discharge cycle of the
Mm-hmm.
battery, that voltage could go over the
Mm-hmm.
max and cut you off. So what we want is be able to bypass the BMS in discharge, but still have a safety mechanism for the BMS, which in the future could be integrated and could be a BMS with a real
Mm-hmm.
static brake integrated. So the fun part is that now when you go, let's say over 48 volts, the thing will open and will start discharging whatever it is that is connected.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
that's good.
now that fun part is that now your battery, this thing can take so much energy and it just from the ESC that it will drop your voltage and you will be able to
Mm-hmm.
go downhill fully charged, which in the beginning is a stupid idea, but people keep doing it anyway, but fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and that's the working part. That's the working part. Yeah. So that's the way we want to handle that.
Yeah, I think too, my friend. And then we're going to come here. Let me see if there is some questions. If not, we're going to change the subject and we're going to go to a very thing very important, that is you, Ernesto, because I like to make some questions before and the guys can leave the questions there, then we come back again. I'm just going to make you very fast questions and you give the answer. What you like more, Ernesto, as a rider? Do you like more riding in the day or in the evening?
I don't have any problems with riding day or evening. It depends how tired am I. I've been fucking tired forever. So if I'm too tired, then daytime is the way to go. If I'm not, I'm okay with with the evening. Um, but since we're riding in American Northeast, it's always gonna be fucking cold. If it's not the height of the summertime, I got no problems. It to me, it's not the daytime; it's the company. If I know
Hmm.
you might do, you might do. Like remember when we were in Paris.
Hmm.
I remember that I went to this restaurant when I broke all those chairs. I was fucked up, fucking crazy high. Uh,
That was very,
hello,
very high,
hello
my
to
friend.
Louis.
Louis is a
Louis,
fantastic guy.
you fucked me, bro. Yeah, Louis gave me that fucking vaping thing, and I ended up fucked up. So anyway,
You
I
are
didn't.
not the only one. Was
Oh
lots of them.
well, but I was the only one breaking the chairs. But this is the thing. You're laughing, huh?
That
Ah!
was good, my friend. We have lots of good time.
Oh yeah. So the funny thing is, I took the road in an unknown country where I don't know the language. I don't even know where I'm going with a cell phone that's dying, and I just took it midnight and went over there. So that's the way to do things. That's the way to do. Give me a second because I see my AirPods want to give you the bye bye, but we having so much fun. Where do I have my? Okay, I got him here. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna switch to analog. So that's the main thing. I don't have a time. I just have a company. If I'm
Okay.
glad with the company I am, we're gonna do it. If not, we're not gonna do it.
Yeah, but you are very happy. You have a fantastic company that you work a lot. Then I am going to ask you something very fast. I just want to make some. What do you use normally when you go for a ride, my friend, as safeties?
I use it at safety. Oh, at
Yeah.
safety, I like to use just the helmet
Mm-hmm.
and the knee pads
Mm-hmm.
and a glove. That's it. Helmet, knee pads, and glove. Because the best thing about riding is not to fall.
Mm-hmm.
That has to be in your head. You know, 2 weekends ago, I had a fall. I had a fall, bro. It, it was stupid. It was silly, and it's still hurting me on my knees. So, uh, since it was winter, I was riding, but I was not doing that much stuff. So I'm riding towards Randall's Island, and I see this little patch with gravel on top of the asphalt. So in my mind, I wanted to go over it, press the gas, and just slide a little bit on top of it. But I forgot I'm doing this with the fat tires. So once
Yeah.
those fat tires touch the asphalt and grab,
You can forget it.
no, you cannot forget it because it hurts. But you are fucked.
Yes, you have to forget it. You're going to fall, and it's
Oh
going to
yeah,
hurt.
you're gonna fall
Yeah,
without without
because
without.
that is like a big break.
Yeah, I
That
was
is.
like, ooh. But
I know that
anyway,
now.
it was fun. You know that now.
I know very well, my friend. I ride
Yeah,
so many years, it never happened. And then one day to another, I was thinking I was an experienced rider, and then I don't. I was not expecting for that one.
yeah,
But
yeah.
okay, and my friend, let's talk about New York. What is the state of electro skateboards in New York? It is legal, still gray area to ride because one
Well,
of the first big groups was from New York.
well,
Everybody knows that.
yeah, the NYCE boarding group kind of died. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, kind of died. There's something that people need to understand. You need to keep the cohesion. You kind
Mm-hmm.
of think you're the best. You kind of
Mm-hmm.
think because when you start, you know, taking the group apart, you're not making yourself bigger.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be failure, and that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, Tom, he's the I think he's an ambassador for Evolve. He used to be
Mm-hmm.
ambassador for Boosted. He's still
Mm-hmm.
keeping it strong, but it's not. It's not what it used to be before. You could feel it, the energy whenever whenever you get somewhere and you feel the happiness, only happiness coming in. And now when you get is some bullshit. So that's the thing. It just broke into a lot of pieces. But now when it comes to the legal aspect of New York, uh the NYPD never give a fuck about anything. If you're not being a crazy person
Mm-hmm.
on the road causing trouble, they just leave you be. You know, it's it's like the
Yeah.
French. Remember the French? They having their cafes by the river, and you coming racing down next to them. They're like, that guy didn't hit me. That's okay. So same thing, same thing, same thing. And I love
That
it, and
is
I
good,
love it
my
for
friend.
it. Yeah, I love the then and the French for that.
And I love the way New York when you guys started. That was like the big step for everybody because
Oh
you
yeah,
guys was very organized. I know. I was talking with Jay Boston last interview, and Jay Boston say New York was like the crazy thing. I see
oh
it
yeah, yeah.
because you see, you have the captains, you have everything, you have so what well organized, and now you're not seeing nothing, not so much
No,
activity.
no, so much. Um, what can I say? Tom is trying to keep it going, but mostly everybody moved to unicycles.
Hmm.
And what can I say? They love it, but it's not the same. It's not the same vibe. It's not the same planet.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like
anyway,
another thing.
let's see. Let's see what we do in the future. I
I hope
want.
that.
Let me.
I hope that.
What
Yeah,
happened? What
please,
you hope?
please,
Uh,
please.
talk.
Yeah, I was telling my friend that the important thing, I have to come back this vibe, because the New York teach lots of groups around the world how you make a group ride, and now it's like stopped. It's not, you don't have nothing.
It just stopped. That's life. It keeps moving on. To
Hmm.
me, I wanna. Honestly, I don't know what it can be done with New York, but to me, most what I like is about the feel of the board. Like I've been surfing, kiteboarding, skateboarding for the
Hmm.
longest, so to me, it's not. You find something in there. You find something,
Hmm.
and there's these other devices that could take you from point A to point B, that you could do some jump and some stuff. But like I said, I'm back. I curled up
Hmm.
into my younger self, and I didn't know how much I missed him, and
Hmm.
now I'm there. So
Hmm.
that guy is a board guy, is a board sport guy, and
Hmm.
that's my happy place, and that's my happy self. And I got that guy back when I turned 40, after 24 years
Hmm.
of not being with him, and I'm not letting him go. Simple as that. Now it's my inner Peter Pan. That's it.
Hmm.
We're staying
Yeah,
with that guy. We're staying there.
yeah, yeah. That's what I think. My friend, I want to ask you, not in like this. You, as I see you last time, the video with your family riding the longboard. Is the longboard for you today very nice sport that you like to do it, or you don't do so often?
Oh no, I do it every day. That's
Hmm.
convenience. If you had to go park the car, I take my longboard, poop, 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 I'm
Hmm.
there. I come back, poop, 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 I'm there. I gotta go to I got a bodega board.
Hmm.
It's a longboard that I used to have, and I put some. Remember Master Cho with his carbon fiber enclosure from the forums? It's a
No.
long time. Don't worry if you don't
Hmm.
remember.
No, no.
So I put the Master Cho enclosure, and
Hmm.
it's awesome. But I love my push board. I push more than what I ride electric. If I'm gonna be honest,
Hmm. And
I
that's why
push more.
that's why I come to these questions. What is the important for you as a rider, my friend? That is a very nice. What is the important for you? Speed or carving, enjoying with your electro board, with your Kelly?
None of the above. My importance is control. So,
Hmm.
uh, this is something that you need to know. I like to dance. I like to dance. I like my salsa. I
Oh.
like my merengue. I like my bachata. I need to be light on your feet. You need to give your turn. You need to do your move. So when I'm on the board, I want to have that feel. I'm the one riding the board.
Hmm.
That thing is doing whatever I want it to do, and I want to have
Hmm.
that. And then I like the feel, like when
Hmm.
you surf, and you want to get the lip of the wave, and you just go in just to kiss it, turn around, and come back. That right turn has a ton of energy that want to just blast you out.
Hmm. Yeah.
I love that. But the thing is, you can almost do the same with the board. If you go really slow or fast, it doesn't matter. All you need to get really deep into that carve and then turn like you want to slide. But you want to feel that whip. So
Yeah.
the control. To me, the control, that's what's up. The control, that's what it is. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, I see that.
I think that is important. That is like a big start, and you see lots of guys. You are with friends riding, and that is so beautiful to see.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Today we have to take care more and more of our friends, and you are one of the person who have lots of friends. You have lots of guys riding with you, lots of guys
Oh man,
who love you. You see lots of guys who ride here because we're speaking about other companies, and you said there's lots of guys who ride here. Kelly don't need no ambassador. We are all ambassadors for you because
man.
everybody loves this. And you
Let
see
me
in your group, I see in your group how is the vibe of the
let me
people
tell you.
riding.
Let Let me tell you what I see here as the e-boarding business.
Mm-hmm,
So let me give you the master plan.
mm-hmm,
So the master plan is to have friends everywhere. To have friends everywhere that I could call you and say, bro, I'm gonna be in your town. Do you have a couch that I can use?
mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, selling you a board, it's okay, I sold you a board, but that's not really what I want. I want you as a
Yeah.
person. I want you to be my friend. I want you to pick up the phone. Stop texting me. Pick up the phone. What's up, bro? How you doing? And that is what I want. I've done it. I have a ton of people, a ton of customers that I
Mm-hmm,
just call. What's up, bro? Are we meeting this weekend? Yeah. And I just go do the ride with them. You
mm-hmm,
know, uh, to me, business is okay, but business has a problem that it can take over your life,
mm-hmm,
and that's not that's we could do business in a second. Let's go back to
mm-hmm.
what matters. What's up, bro? How you feeling? How's the family? Let's go have some fun. Be safe. We're gonna have a blast, and we're gonna come back in one piece, and everything's gonna be good. And that to me what's matter. Money comes, money goes. Look,
Yeah.
Booster
I,
was the biggest company in this space making money. The fuck
that
happened?
that was my next. That was my next question, my friend. That's why I think you can help us because you live there. You know Buster better than anyone. What happened to these companies that close all of them? You have Busted Board, you have a Nation, you have lots of companies. You have here in Germany the Mellow Boards closing the doors, and
All
you
right.
have
I could tell you what
and
happened. I could tell you what happened. It's still
yeah,
happening. It's still happening. So there's
it's
the
and
thing. Uh, a lot of these companies still now are trying to do business in the way of a technology company do business. A
mhm,
technology company, they sell hard software. So you make the software one time. One time you make that
mhm,
software, you can distribute it thousands, millions, or in the case of Facebook, billions of times with one piece of work. So they tried to do that. They tried to expand and take the biggest share of the market that they can in order to look bigger. You know what? But there's a difference between looking bigger and actually being bigger. So when you send a ton of boards, right? And you send
mhm.
a ton of product that you could not get into one computer only and fits all of them in one go, you have a problem if there is a problem. Because
Yeah,
now, if you need to solve any issue, it's going to cost you a ton of money. And you're going to lose a ton of money trying to fix that. And that could break you. So to me, it's better if there is a problem, I'm gonna come up to you. I said, bro, there's an issue. This happened. We couldn't get there. Now, this is the plan how to get there. And believe me, a lot of people will say, okay, as long as they don't get screwed over at the end of the day and you man up and come through with your work, they're gonna support you. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because they know how hard it is. But if you want to make up stuff and come up with some BS, they're gonna say, no, 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 I want my money back. And that's where the
yeah,
shit hits the fan. And that's why all these companies that everybody thought they were so good and so solid, they're not here anymore.
yeah.
So and you know what's the funny part? That's still happening. That's
I
still
think
happening.
too much.
To me, every penny, every penny goes to the board.
Yes.
If it doesn't go to the board, I have people, Ernesto, these boxes are so ugly. Are you gonna ride the fucking box?
Hmm.
Ernesto, you should get a bigger shop. Are you gonna ride the fucking shop? You know what I mean? No, it's all in the board. You pay for the
Mm-hmm.
board, I give you a board. And I don't want to spend a penny more that is not in the board. And then there's
Mm-hmm.
another thing. If I made a mistake and if some idea didn't work, I eat some humble pie and say,
Mm-hmm.
oh shit, this didn't work. I'm so sorry. And we're going to do this. And give me some time, please, so we could do that. And I
Mm-hmm.
eat my humble pie and back down. Because
Yeah,
sometimes you need to back down.
you have to back down to go again. No, you have to go you have to go back. Sometimes it's better for to go back than you come
Look,
back stronger.
look, if Jason, and just to put an example, if Jason would have backed down from the hub motors,
Mm-hmm.
he would have been number one still.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. He said, no, no, this shit didn't work. Let's go back to the satellite motors. Because there was nothing wrong with the Raptor 1 motors. They were working
Mm-hmm.
perfectly. He just needed to
Yeah.
say, fuck these hub motors. Let's go back.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a ton of people with Raptor decks still going around. And there's
Mm-hmm.
a ton of people with Unities still going around.
Mm-hmm. I
He
have
just,
Unity.
yeah. So he just didn't say, oh, fuck, I made a mistake. These
Mm-hmm.
hub motors are not working. Guys, give me some time.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you need to lose some money. You lose some money. You say,
Yes.
okay, it's going to put me back a year or two, but can you help me to move this forward? And we're going to move it with what we know it works. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing more.
You know that we are the two of us was together with him in Paris, and you see he was shown in a shit.
I know, but the problem was, he says, oh, let me tell you, everybody thinks the worst of him, right?
Yeah, I
But,
don't think so.
but honestly, I sent this guy around $65,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not missing a penny. And knowing the way the credit card companies work when you pay, it will be really hard for me that there's still people missing money. You had
Yeah.
a hard time. I get it. You had a hard time, a fucking hard time, but you're not missing money. So, so, so you know, it's sad to me. Look, it's sad to me right now.
I was very sad. You understand why I was very sad? I'm going to tell you my personal opinion. I don't want nobody change. Everybody can say everything they want. Me and Jason, we talk in private, and I said now. I said to him, Jason, they're going to destroy you in the life. Don't do you want to come? And he said, no, so I'm
Oh
prepared.
no, that guy has balls. Don't worry. He's
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
he's not gonna back down.
Yeah, but
he got balls.
Yeah, but do you understand what I said? And I think lots of guys who eat with him, drink with him, they was there in the life to kill him.
I
And I was
know. I
and,
know.
and I was like, shit, that is not. I don't believe what I'm seeing, and I have photos, I have videos from these guys who talk today about him so bad that he don't do nothing to them, and they are trying to kill him, and I was not understanding. And
Yo.
about 2 weeks ago, I understand it. Lots of guys why, and I was very very sad.
Why was that?
Because I think it's better for you to destroy a company. That way you can reach the thanks from him, like his box. Now
I
is
know.
a copy. There is a copy there.
Look at this. Look at this. There's a company right now doing an ESC that is basically a ripoff of the Unity.
Yes.
And
Yes.
this is the funny this is the funny part. Remember that the manufacturing files of the Unity got lost somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now they resurface in another company.
Yeah.
I know the guy who runs this company.
Mhm.
And I was really, really, really disappointed.
Yeah,
Because
but that is the problem, Ernesto. I know it and you know it, but lots of people don't know it.
Let's put it over there. It's all right. So to me, the engineers that did this Unity, they took the software, they took the files and give it to this other company to do this Zenith ESC. knowing that
Just
knowing that you're stealing because you signed a contract and you
yeah,
got paid for it. And
yes,
now I know that the person you steal it from, it's not well liked. I
hmm
know that there's a lot of people that hates it, but that doesn't exonerate you from being a thief.
hmm yeah,
You are a thief. No matter
yeah,
what, you're
yes,
stealing. Even if you're
yeah,
stealing from a despicable person,
hmm
you're still a thief. And you know what's
yes,
the funny part? I talked to this group because this is a fun thing because I'm in the background, but I always know. I talked to this group.
hmm
He wants to sell the intellectual property. Let's give the guy $20,000 for the
hmm
intellectual property. Let's
yeah,
pay for it. And then if you want, we can give it forward to the community. And we can make our money back from giving it forward because the community will chip in to pay for that.
yeah,
But no, your idea as a designer, as an engineer, and everybody knows who these engineers are, and everybody knows
hmm
where they're working,
you don't
was,
need to give names
I know, it was to steal a product that it belongs to somebody else. Instead
that
of
he work,
just,
that he pays.
bro, he was giving it for nothing. Just give the
Yes,
guy his money, get your stuff, make it by the rule, and everybody will chip in. And
yeah.
that's it.
I think, like me, I talk for myself. I think was meet lots of persons like you today. You say something that most of the people don't say. You work with him. Everybody knows that you work with him before, and I think he was a crazy guy. He's a crazy guy, but I I
Look,
never
look, 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 look. Let
I
me tell you
never.
this. No, let me tell you this. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Mhm,
Only only
mhm.
wild men
Yeah,
will take
survive.
certain, no, not survive, will take
Mhm,
this risk.
yeah.
Honestly, I had a job. I was
Mhm,
doing 120K a year, nice and
mhm,
easy. I didn't need this shit.
mhm.
But you know what? When that passion took me over, that's what I want. Fuck the
Yeah.
money. That's what I want. And to me, I met this guy. I talked face to face, and he's a wild man. And
Mhm.
I see wild man every time I look at the mirror. This is a wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a little bit sometimes, but I know one when I see one. So you know, it happens. It happens. But do not steal shamelessly.
I
And
think that
one
was the big mistake. And the problem is not that, Ernesto. The problem is not that. It's not just stealing. It's then telling some lies that you don't have to. You don't need to lie. That the only thing important is to destroy the company and destroy the
that's
guy.
That's my
Then
whole point. These people
yeah.
have been telling lies, and that's becoming a trend. That's why I
Yeah.
decided not to make business with none of them because I already see that is everything it takes to get your goal. Instead of look,
I think.
when you look at car companies,
Hmm.
how many car companies there are in the world,
Yeah.
and then
Uh,
how much money do you need to open a car company?
mhm.
So
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. You're gonna be good. Just do your best, and that's all it takes. You don't have to lie. You don't have to try to trip somebody else. You don't have to try to come up with some bullshit. You're gonna be good.
Yeah. But look at me. You see my channel. I'm small. I don't need this. I do this for fun, and I do this to help the riders and everything. And do you know how many critic and so many guys stop speaking with me because I bring the Jason to the channel?
Those are small-minded people.
You
That's
understand what
why
I mean?
I know what you mean. Because look, this is why we are where we are politically right now
Yeah, yeah,
in the world.
yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that don't look and say, okay, everybody needs to talk. Even if you like it, even if you
Yeah.
don't like it. I
Hmm.
need to hear what you have
Hmm.
because today it could be me it could be you that we don't want to hear, but
Mhm.
tomorrow it could be me. So
Yeah.
you know what? Man up and listen to the guy and calm down, think it through, and if it is bullshit, say, yo, that's bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
But if the guy has a point, you gotta say, you know what? You kind of have a point. Let's dig a little bit deeper into that. Because in all honesty, what we need is the truth.
Hmm.
But also in business, that's why we have bankruptcy protection. The shit hits the fan and
Yeah.
it gets on everybody's faces. So that is part of it.
Like me, my friend, I was very surprised because I speak. I say to everybody, guys, that I speak so well, and they say to me, "Why are you giving a chance? Why you open the doors to this guy?" And I say, everybody needs a chance. Every person needs the opportunity to speak. And if you have a question to him, why don't you go there and ask him the question? Let the man speak. That was my idea, but the people was so upset with me.
Bro,
And that, I think that's not fair for him. They destroyed the guy so badly. They
no,
destroy.
look, no. Look, this is what I love the most. This is what I love the
Mhm.
most. Do you think that he was gonna get down? He's still standing and he's still
Yeah.
selling and he's still doing business.
Mhm.
And still the copycat product out there, I bought 10
Mhm.
of those because the guy was I know the guy. I said, okay, let me see what you have. And they were garbage.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's all they are. And the other crazy ones, they're still working.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? That's what we need to see. You may like the guy personally, you may not like the guy personally, and I know
Ernesto.
he had a screw
Erne-
up.
Yeah, Ernesto. That is not the point of liking or not liking. There is some facts that don't match.
Oh
They
no,
don't match.
they don't match.
You
Of course they
understand?
don't match. Of
I,
course they don't. I know.
I'm going to tell you just one simple thing and believe it. Before I make the live, 1 month before, I write to all the channels I work. I say, if you have something against him in paper, please, you have 1 month and 2 weeks to send me, and I can put it to him. And I say, hey, my friend, can you explain this? And 1 month and 2 weeks, nobody came with nothing.
Of course, nobody came with nothing.
And that was as me upset more. You understand? Because I said, guys, this is open. Do it. Show it.
Nelson. I like when people talk shit about me and I meet them face to face. I like to call them up to their face. If you have some shit to do, say it now. As a man, as a man. We are animals. We evolve in a close contact. If you have
It's
shit,
easy. It's
no,
easy,
of course it's easy. Of course it's easy. You're in your place.
This here is the easy. Here
It's
can you say
easy.
everything.
You
This
come
here,
in face to face. Look, even lying face to face, it's hard.
no.
Even lie, looking the man to his face and saying lies about him, looking at his face, is hard.
Yeah.
It's
And that
hard.
was the problem, because it's easy for a person who is in the other side and say, okay, I'm going to fuck this guy.
Of course.
And if that's true or not, for me, I don't matter. I just want to destroy this guy because my friend tell him he's a bad guy.
Yeah,
and
but
you don't make no research. You don't make nothing. You
but
just say.
Even at that, they fail.
And then when you speak something in his face, the people are like, I speak with you in private one day, my friend, and you tell me one thing, and you was the only person who say to me one thing, and I learn with you, and I stop it. You say, Nelson, leave it. Not going to bring you nothing. And I stop it. Because before I was thinking, sometimes you have to speak for yourself, and you have to say that is wrong. And you say to me, Nelson, leave it. That is not going to help. Just leave it. Sometimes if you see it to face, then you can take care and you can speak with the person and say, now you can tell me what you tell me in the computer.
Yeah.
That's why. But leave it. Let's go to positive things, my friend.
Yeah.
In this life, I just want to go to. We are close to more than 3 hours here, and I want to make some questions very important. In this years, what give me three special moments that you have in this all these years in your electric world?
Oh.
Just three of them.
Well, three of them on while riding electric skateboards.
Yes, yes.
Okay, do showing up with a backpack and a board in It's Electric in Paris. That was
Yeah.
awesome to me because you know what? All you guys show me so much support. It was ridiculous because I just show up over there like one of the riders, and believe me, it was awesome, an awesome time. I remember that the guides that the people were to guide me was the lazy rolling guys,
Hmm.
and and
A
and,
good
and I,
friend from you.
oh my god, those are my dudes, and
I know that.
I
Daniel.
thought I got my
Dan-
New York mentality, and they telling me, Ernesto, it's 12 a.m. Let's go back to the hotel, and the hotel is around 28 kilometers away. I'm like, bro, this bar is popping. I'm staying here. And then I stay there. And to make the story short, I had to end up riding across Paris. I don't know the language. I'm following Google Maps, and my fucking cell phone is dying. And I end up riding in the highway and getting to my hotel like around 5 a.m. So that was one of my best experiences. Um, Another really, really, really cool one was meeting with Michael in Vegas.
Mhm.
Oh my God, that
It's
Vegas
good to ride.
renegade.
It's good to ride in Vegas.
It's good to ride in Vegas with Michael. Bro, those Michael from Vegas. My God, that was an awesome time. That was super nice riding the Vegas Boulevard, middle of the night. Me getting super high with some edibles that I ate. That was another time, just going crazy. And Vegas was just a blast.
Yeah.
And then another great time that I have,
Hmm.
it's been DC, Washington, DC. It's not just one time. I went one time there because they invited me, but bro, the DC ESK community has been awesome to me. Those motherfuckers can shred. Those motherfuckers can ride. And bro, going to DC, that's like my extended family. I
Hmm.
They took me in, and it's been awesome since. So that's been my like some of my favorite e-skate escapades of all time.
Yeah, but the DC is a bigger group today. They are very active today, huh? They are very, very
Well,
active.
to me, DC e-skate is basically in the US the number one group
Yeah,
going up
yeah.
right now as
Hmm.
as as the whole package. As the
Yeah.
whole package, they
Hmm.
have daytime rides, they have a lot of rides, and then they have nighttime. So whatever you want, DC
Yeah.
ESK is there for you. So to me, those are the guys hands down that are just awesome, awesome, awesome.
Sometimes I go in Telegram and I miss that is so many people riding in Telegram from DC group, and I was like, "Boy, these guys they are very active. You don't see no group like them. They
No,
are like
no, no, no.
crazy.
Believe me,
They are like crazy."
hands
And
down, that's the best group right now by far.
and I, and the second one I think is very active now is the LA too.
LA ESK with Sawyer and
Mhm,
company,
mhm,
they
mhm.
doing it for real. They doing it. You know,
Yep.
I love when the groups don't turn into factions
Mhm,
because I already seen what's happened to an
mhm.
awesome community, just break into little tiny pieces. So together you are everything. Separate you're nothing. And LA ESK, they seem to be, keeping it together. But DC ESK, they had a problem. it kind of hit the community, and then they regroup and just came back together, and it's been awesome.
Yeah, I thank you,
Yeah.
my friend. I'm just going to ask you one more question that is very important for me. I know that you, in the beginning, when you start with your KALY boards, you use a lot of the 107 wheels.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was all in with those wheels.
And today, you going to make maybe a street wheels in your one of your boards, or you never going to use it again?
Never, I never say never.
Yeah,
But
never. But
nah. But this is the reason why the 107s we don't use anymore. So my boards, I aim to meets urban terrain. So it means that you are somebody who live in a dense city. You are somebody who gonna commute on your board. You are somebody who gonna be moving around and about town with your board. So for those purposes, you cannot use a urethane wheel. Simple. Because you're gonna, if you have to keep your head up looking to the traffic and what's going on around you, you're not gonna have time to look at the surface of the road. So the urethane, it's more for the suburbs where you're gonna just unwind and take it easy. Those are good. So if we do a board like that, then we could go back to the 107s. But as long as we will be doing mixed urban terrain, I don't see how I can make it happen. Yeah.
Okay, my friend. And then I think you have the option today with the 210 is going to make you like a small wheel.
Nah, I will go to, before that, I will go to the Metro board wheel. That's what's up. Those wheels are what's up. I go to those nice urethane wheels. My son wheel, I changed to the Metro board wheels, the small one, the rubber. Awesome, hands down. So before going back to urethane, I'll go to those wheels first.
Yeah, but I think now with your wheels, the new ones, the 210 is going to make like the same job, because you're going to have a very low wheel with very less.
That's the thing. I want a little bit more meat on the rubber. I want the rubber to be a little bit meatier, and then we go from there. Yeah, but the main thing is when you're riding. Look, I like to ride in the city. When I go down, I like to ride in the city. And when you need to ride in the city, there's no time for the surface. There's no time. You got buses, you got cab drivers, you got people that needs to go places. You need to ride, and you need to be on point. So if you see a car go down, you don't go down that way, because you know you're gonna fall. So that's what I need. I don't want the rider to have to pay attention to the surface. No, there's no time for that. So so that's my whole thing. Like nah.
And the streets from New York is very bad. I listen to everybody.
Check this out. I decided I was going to meet somebody downtown, and I had my gear drive, and I said, you know what, I got some gummies here, so let me put these gummies, and I'm gonna give it a try. I'm in 2nd Avenue and 59th Street, where there's that big bridge that goes to Queens, the metal bridge. And out of the blue, I'm doing like 25 miles per hour, and I just fall. I just eat shit. Even the driver, I was good enough that I had a good driver behind me, and he was able to avoid me. But there was no reason why I just fell. It's when I come back, the wheel is too thin, and then I went into a pothole, and the gear drag caught a piece of the road, and I just went flying. I'm like, nah, I can't do this. I was hurting for about 5 weeks. Everything hurt. Yeah, everything.
Yeah, my friend. I think of one speed you have to watch it to go with street wheels is not anymore good for you, because it's too fast. You're going to go too fast. You're going to the control to brake and everything. I have to be careful. I changed it one time, and I say no. I come back again, because to ride very fast, you don't have no control.
I have I have my bodega board that I made with an inboard setup, inboard
Mm-hmm.
motors and inboard wheels. And I take that to go slowly around. I
Mm-hmm.
take my son to school on it with both. We both getting onto this board that is like 28 inches, and we just hugging each other. And dude, the other day we just fell into this pothole, and
And
he went down. I went down, but I'm trying to grab him, but he don't let go of my waist. And then I had to throw my right foot forward, and I almost
mm-hmm.
hyperextended to the backside like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
I just want to listen to this one very fast, my friend. What is for you the best batteries?
Well, it depends. A good battery for one thing can be not appropriate for another thing. So this is the thing. Um, for the XLR, the Samsung 50Es are the best cells because you
Mm-hmm.
have so many of them together that it doesn't matter the efficiency in the discharge capability.
Mm-hmm.
So they will be able to punch back. That is good. Now, in the 2.0, I want the moly cells
Okay.
because you have four of them and they can punch like crazy. So you see,
Mm-hmm.
there's no one good cell. There is a specific use
Mm-hmm.
and a cell that will work for that. That's all
For
there
the
is.
for the XL, are you making the Samsung cells, the 50
The fi-
E?
the 50, yeah, 50E for the XLR. Um,
Yeah, that is
we're using it for something else too, but that will become later.
yeah. And my friend, I'm not going to ask it. I'm going to leave it like that. I just wanted to ask you, what you think is going to be the range? What you imagine will be the range? Is going to be this what you pick for 65 to 95 miles?
Well, my XL40 gives 42 miles of range. Now it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna give around, and I always like to play it safe.
Mm-hmm.
So the XLR will give you around 90 miles of range.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? If you want to do the test,
Sorry. What? How many kilos do you talking about a
no, no,
person?
no, no, no. This is the thing. This is the thing.
Yeah, okay.
It's like every race.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we're riding more than 40 miles on these boards, your
Mm-hmm.
legs are gonna kill you.
Yeah, it's going to kill you.
It doesn't matter which board is it.
Yeah, yeah.
Once you hit 40, you're killing you. So if you're gonna do one long discharge, you might start in the beginning grinding. But believe me, once you reach that 35, 40
Mhm.
miles range, your bravado, all that shit, that shit's going down. And then you easing it up.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be easier. And then another thing, where do you have that road that you could go all out all the time? You don't have it.
You don't have it,
So
my
you know
friend.
what? I give you. People can stage situation, go crazy. Okay, I could give you that. You could
Mhm.
bring the range real down. But in normal use, regular everyday use,
Mhm.
believe me, you ain't gonna do it. So
You're not
simple
going
as
to
that.
do it.
No,
You're
no,
not
you're
going to do it.
not
No.
gonna do it. Believe me, it doesn't
That
matter.
is like if you tell that you are lying. If you tell I do every day, you're not. You're seeing here 20 miles, I'm dead. After 20 miles, I'm dead. That is like this, my friend. If you do it every day in the streets, what we have today, uh,
Well,
yeah,
if you do it for a month, you are
then you
bound to find a hole that's gonna break everything because that's a probability. There's not that many good roads anywhere in the world that you
no,
don't
my
wanna
friend.
find a big problem and eat some shit. Yeah.
So, my friend, we coming. That is the longest interview I have till today. I want to say, first of all, I have more questions for you. Maybe we're going to take out from other day. If you have time, I can make it. But uh, from the board, I think we talk about everything. I think that is amazing board. The important thing you talk about it. You are thinking next month to start to sell it, or you
Well,
in the middle of the month
no,
or end of the month?
I think we're gonna try to reach the end of the month, we're having a couple of issues with some of the parts, some of the suppliers, to see how we get there. But here's my thing. Like I said, you're not buying a board from me, you're buying your summer fun. And summer comes and summer goes. So my main thing will be to get you rolling an XLR. Either it will be the final version or the first batch version. But since you pay your money and you put your trust in me, I'm going to put my money and put my trust in you. So I'm going to get you rolling, and then later I'm going to ask you to receive a board that is the one that we intended to do and send me the other one back. And I'm going to do this no strings attached, because everybody who sent me their money, they didn't do it with no strings attached. You know what I mean?
Very nice, my friend.
You know,
that is fantastic.
I think the community can handle it. You know, with me, with all my craziness, all my shit, I have sent boards to people, to customer. And he's like, Ernesto, I received a board from you, another one. And I'm itching to see what is it. But I know that you sent it by mistake. And they send it back.
Yeah, my friend.
You know, that's why...
That means that the people like you, and you know that you are a very... First of all, I'm going to talk about me. I don't care about what the others say. I think everybody loves you. I love you a lot. I think you are a very person with a big heart. I know that you are a community guy. I write you, I don't know how many times for you to came to the channel. I know that you are a busy man because you work most of the time alone, not like many companies who have, I don't know how many people working for them. You have to work a lot, and sometimes you have family, and you have to take your time for your family too. And the first time you came to me and say, Nelson, let's do it. And that is a very special thing, and works because of the new board. I just want to say, first of all, these interviews, you know that I don't mean no shit with this. I like to do it. I love to do it. I love to bring the riders together. I love us to have a nice talk. You are one of the only ones who goes in internet and make lives, like Paval is one of the guys. I love it too. And there is not so many people who do that, and everybody knows you very well. The other guys, nobody knows. And the riders, I think everybody forget about the riders. And that's why I make this channel, for us to talk with riders, to listen. And that's why I bring you today here, because I think you are one of the guys who give most of the explanations. And for all of you guys today, the only company who was with more views live was the Lacroix. I don't have no problem. And the second person who was with more people live was the Jason Potten, because everybody wants to destroy it. And today you beat the two of them, and not beaten. That I don't like this word. You see that the people who came here was about in the same time was close to 62 persons, and in the same time, and you see that lots of people love you, my friend, and you have a fantastic community. And the other thing, your Facebook channel, you make it and you leave it there and grow so big without you doing no propaganda, nothing.
There's no look. Every week I receive some Instagram company to try to boost my subscriber, or I get some Facebook company to boost the group. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, here's what's up. I use Instagram to gauge the people's reaction. And if I pay for that reaction, what am I gonna gauge? Like, you know what I mean? if I'm paying for that, how can I know what I'm talking? You know, So same thing for Facebook. I'm like, I can't have this, you know, and it's like that.
You see your Facebook, my friend. You see your Facebook. I see it in the beginning was nobody there, and today you have close to 2,000 persons, and that is a very new channel. Your channel is very new, and that is not. If you go to his Instagram, you are close to 5,500 persons inside.
You know what I found out in Instagram?
Mhm.
If you don't have big titties and you're showing them, it's fucking hard. It's fucking hard. If you don't have that big, I'm like,
But can I tell? But the important thing, what you tell, my friend, the people who are there is the people who like you.
that's what's up. I
Yeah.
know each one is a person. It's a
Yeah.
person. Yo, what's up? You know,
Yeah.
they might hit me up one day. I might not reply the same day. I might not reply 2 days later. But
Yeah.
bro, what's up? And
Yeah.
and that's all I care. And that's all I care, because at the end of the day, it's love. I love what I'm doing. I love the bullshit. I love all the craziness. And I know that I'm not alone. I'm not fucking alone. You know how good it is to
Mhm.
to take a coin, flip it up, tell to the wife, you might leave me, but this is what I'm doing. I'm
Yeah.
giving up the job and taking my savings and doing an electric cable company. And she's like, what is that? I'm like, it don't matter, but that's what I'm doing. And she's like looking at me hard. I'm like, I'm so sorry to bring you into this, but you're free to go. But this is what I'm doing. And I just coming in and knowing that there is more crazy, there's more wild men out there. There's more wild man out there that think the same fucking shit. And we're gonna do that, and we're gonna help. Believe me, because they help, even with a like, even with a buying, even with anything, they fucking help to this fucking thing. And now I know that I say that I'm one man business. No. I got people behind. I got people in my back. You know, even look, I went to DC the other day. We went crazy. And one of the best LaCroix rider over there, he said, no, Ernesto, I got you. Come over here. I'll take you for a fucking ride. And that was my guy. That's a sneakerhead from Instagram. It was awesome time with this dude. And bro, I know I got people out there. So I say I'm a one-man company. No. This is just the tip. There's legions behind us. Legions behind us.
Yeah.
And they there. They might chip in with a board. They might don't like the style. They want to go with another company, but still the love is there. The love is there. The love is there. That's all that matters, bro.
That is what's the important thing. It's like this. I tell to my channel, you don't need to subscribe. Just come here and support the riders. You don't need to give a like. I'm not going to win no money with this shit. I do it because I feel that the riders need respect, and we are like a big family.
Let me put it like this. You see that cave in France? They have the hands on the wall.
Yeah,
that's all there is. Dude, that's all there fucking is. I was here. You see?
Yeah.
Because like I said, we're gonna die. All this shit's gonna stay behind. But you put your hand, you put the dirt, and you put it there, and nobody's gonna know you. Nobody's gonna know who you are. Nobody's gonna know who this dirty hand, belongs. Nobody's gonna know that. But you know what? When we go back into the ether and we disappear, at least we know we left that hand there. We were here.
Yeah.
We were here.
I think the same way.
That's it. And there's nothing else. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the same way.
Alexander the Great was the best. Motherfucker died out of who the fuck? He jumped on the bus and he fucking died. You conquer the world and you jump on the bus and you die. The fuck? Come on, get the fuck out of here. So come on, that's it.
Oh my god. So guys, I just want to
let's finish there. Let's finish. So, Alexander the motherfucking Great dying by jumping off a fucking wall after he killed everybody and conquered the world. I'm gonna jump here and now I'm gonna die. Bye.
No.
Put your hand on the fucking wall. Maybe you could live longer.
That is perfect, my friend. I toast to you, my friend. I just want to say to everybody who was here in the live, everybody who's going to see later the live, please go there, support. If you want more informations, you're going to see. I'm going to leave all the links there.
No,
I
the
know that
Facebook,
Ernesto.
look to the Facebook group, so they don't be fucking with me. I got too much shit to do. Go to the fucking Facebook group.
I'm going to leave it everything there. I'm going to leave the first of all his website. I'm going to leave his Instagram, and if you want to leave questions, there is lots of guys, moderators for the group who can help you with your questions. And if you have a personal question that you want to go to the Kelly and Ernesto, please try to send them. He's going to respond to you maybe later, and don't worry, he's going to give you an answer. And first of all, I just going to do like always. I'm going to leave you with the last words for your community, for the guys who support you, for the persons who take care of you, and for my side, it's always a pleasure to see you. In this moment, we are separated. I hope that you and your family and your friends be safe. Have a great time. I hope to see next month this board coming out and crashing the world. I think that is going to be a big machine. I know because the community speaks, and when the community speaks, I think that answer everything. And the community is like crazy waiting for this. I know that lots of guys want to buy a board and they want to change it to your board, and it's going to be like a bomb. And I hope that you achieve, my friend, everything, and continue to do everything you do till today. I'm always in love. You are a fantastic person. You are. I don't have no words.
Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very
I think
much.
you're doing a lot for the community because you know the community, and the important thing, you are the community because you write
that's
with
right.
them every day.
Oh no, that's what's up. So anyway, what can I say, guys? Just KALY NYC. We got the Facebook group. You can hit us over there. Do your homework. Just try to look over there. I would like for you to come educated in what's going on, and then that's it. Nothing, guys. Take care. Be safe, and that's all for you. Take care.
Thank you very much, guys. If you have a good time, enjoy it. And take care of your family and friends. Don't forget that is the important thing. Family, always, and friends. Thank you, and we see you next time. Oh, we're going to see us just a very fast. I'm going to show it. We're going to have a very special team here. In Sunday is going to be Mario, Brandon.
Give me one second. Give me one second.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I just want to show you everybody of you. If you want to come, that is going to be a very special day too. Just come here and see this special team. That is Mario. That is Brandon. That is Mo, Joe, Brad, and Dave from Europe. That is a fantastic team. They're going to come in Sunday for a big interview. For all of you, thank you very much. Have a good time. I'm just waiting for Ernesto to come. And be safe. If you have the possibility, subscribe to the channel if you want, please. And the second thing, my friends, drive very safe, enjoy your ride, and we see you in the next interview. And I hope that Ernesto come back. He's away. I think he's it. And if you have friends, send it to us.
Sorry, this is the worst host ever.
So,
Nelson,
my friend,
you never had such a worst interviewer here.
no, I love this interview, my friend. I love you. I think what you are yourself. That is the important thing. Sometimes the people not themselves. Just come here, guys, and enjoy it. Make the interview. The interview is always for you guys, not for me. Nobody needs to see my face, and have a good time. So, Ernesto, let's go.
Take care, brother.
Take care, my friends, and I'm going to go. Oh, that is the new. Don't forget, that is the new motor. Where's the other one?
That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. That's a beer can, like a Coca-Cola can.
Yeah. You just have to go to your home, see your can, and see how big is going to be your motor.
That's it. Take care, puppy.